There it is.
You all right over there?
I'm good. I got there. I got it. Hold on.
So, you fucking doing okay, man? You all right?
No.
It's okay?
I'm as good as I can be, I guess.
Things all right?
Did we do something weird last week?
What?
Did we do something weird last week? Oh yeah, we did.
Yeah,
that's right.
yeah.
You know, I listened back to that and like, gee, it cringed as much as me doing it when we did it.
I know. I was texting Tim.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, it's real awkward.
Yeah.
He's like, it is, man. It's so awkward.
It was very awkward. It was a good episode, though.
No, it was.
I liked what we did.
It was just.
I liked the business part of it.
Just the other shit.
Well, what the fuck did we know about podcasting? What the fuck do we know about
said, what do we
podcasting
know about it now,
We know
dude?
not to do that dumb shit.
Yeah. No more weird shit.
Yeah, we're done with that. Now we just drink sodies and
Yeah. You drink soda and I drink seltzers.
Yeah.
And we're gonna have a good time.
I usually drink seltzer, but there's
Orange
sodies.
cream.
There's sodies in the house. There's sodies in this house. There's sodies in this house.
That is tasty.
It's good, right?
I'm a sucker for like orange cream.
Yeah, right.
Creamsicle. Sucker.
Dude,
for
orange
it, man.
the orange cream slush at Sheets. Gotta give it a shot.
But it's not like I don't know.
What do you mean?
It's not like the
it is. Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
They have 4. They have like 4 flavors on the other side.
Well, my Coles.
They got the wall. You want to run now? Mm-hmm. They got the wall of like of the gritty.
It's the wall,
it's the wall, dude. Of the gritty ones.
They do,
But like,
on the opposite
but
side,
then there's
yeah.
like it's just
that's
like
where
the
that
4.
pitch black still on
right,
fountain.
Right next to the fountain, you got like a red,
Yeah.
a blue, a cola, and then there was
That's
orange
right.
creamsicle.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Oh, that is.
Yeah, it's wonderful. It's smooth. It's delicious. Maximum deliciosity.
Maybe I'll stop. I don't know. 2 slushies in the span of a few hours. That might kill me.
It might. Yeah, that's
we're not gonna do
that's the fast, quick road to diabetes.
Yeah, diabetes. Cha-cha-cha.
But I did have a slushie on my normal Wednesday slushie, but I didn't post it.
No.
I was in a rush. I got some Januzzi's pizza that was disappointing.
Yeah, Januzzi's.
Well, I was at the Cairo,
Ugh.
and like I was gonna make it home. Like Michelle had stuff to do, so I was gonna make it home with like 15 minutes of seeing each other. And I was at my Cairo, and Januzzi's like right down the road from the Cairo. So I was like, "I'll get Januzzi's," and I brought it home, and I was like, "This is crap."
Yeah, Januzzi's sucks.
Yeah, it's like a worse Sabatini's. It's like
yeah, that's
but
pretty accurate.
We were also like trying to. This means nothing to anybody. We were trying to get pizza on Monday because we didn't want to cook, and so I called the old Indian Laker up there, and the lady was like, "We don't deliver on Mondays, sweetheart." And I was like, "Son of a bitch!" So we cooked.
Yeah,
And that's miserable.
pizza on Mondays is tough, especially downtown.
Right.
Everybody
Everybody closes. Right, it's Pizza Monday. It's off.
Bums me out.
Yeah, I could have went up there to get it, but I was like, I ain't driving up to Indian Lake. Their
wanna
pizza
do
ain't that worth it. Their pizza is worth a drunk lady driving it to my house at 11 o'clock at night.
And getting lost
In the driveway. Right.
Loop around, lady. Loop around.
Can I drive it that way? No, that would be directly through a house.
Yeah. You know this dirt path you're on? Yeah, just loop around.
The pizza place up the road from Soon to Be Named Network North, their delivery lady is just the barfly who sits at the end of the bar, and they toss her a couple bucks to deliver pizzas within 3 miles on Thursdays and Friday nights.
One time when I was here watching Buggy,
Yeah.
I got Indian Lake, and she asked if she could have my pen.
Right.
I said, nope.
No.
Please give me that back.
Right.
But I took it back.
I think that's all she wanted was your pen.
Well.
By yourself, handsome young stud.
Can't say I blame her.
Right.
Listen, man.
Yeah.
When you're... No, I'm just going to stop.
Yep, you should stop right there. That's the appropriate response.
Yeah.
Welcome to We Need Wrestling, everybody. That's Brett.
That's
I'm
your
DJ.
cat.
Did she make a noise?
Yeah.
Whoa, Jesus.
You didn't hear that?
I hear it now.
Hello.
This is We Need Wrestling. That's Brett. I'm DJ.
What up, baby?
I think that's where we were, really.
How you doing, pal? You doing?
Oh, yeah, because you said that's my cat, and then she puked everywhere.
Yep. Cat puke.
Yes. I'm gonna put elevator music in there.
Nothing wrong with that. How are you? Everything good?
I'm all right, man. Good as I can be, I guess. You know, busy. It's fall.
I love it. Oh, I'm so happy.
I'm gearing up for my 24 hours of horror movies on Saturday that I'm plopping my ass on the couch to do.
You're a psychopath.
I am. I'm at 29 movies this month so far.
You're a psychopath.
Tell me 10 ahead.
Yeah, that's all.
That's all. Just 10 ahead.
Jesus Christ. I'm still on pace. I didn't watch a movie today.
Yeah, well, you're a busy boy.
I'm probably not going to watch a movie tomorrow.
Yeah. You always watch Joe Bob late.
Probably not going to watch movie Saturday.
Yeah. You're a busy man.
I am. I'm very busy.
Popular guy.
Next weekend, I'm fucked.
Yeah?
Yeah, because I'm going to Philly Saturday.
Oh, right. Yeah.
I'm probably staying over.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to drive home Sunday from Philly.
Yeah.
Like, late. But I am off Monday and Tuesday.
Are you going to football, too?
No.
Oh, just...
So Saturday's Blacklisted and Unbroken.
Oh, that's this weekend. Okay.
Sunday is Harm's Way.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to the Sixers game, but that's not...
No, that's a couple Wednesdays from now.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it's the next Wednesday. We may or may not be in Philadelphia for AEW, too. Lots of Philly seeing us.
Yeah.
Coming up, maybe. Well, seeing you mostly, just one for me.
Phoenixville on Friday. That was fun.
What were you in Phoenixville for?
Saw,
that's right. You saw All Out War. How was that? Was it good?
Oh, so good.
Yeah?
I watched like an idiot.
Yeah, of course you did.
I can't help it.
I like it.
I just can't.
Good. Proud of you.
Watched a bunch. Got real tired.
Okay.
I was like, whatever. Got home real late.
Yeah.
2 a.m.
All right. Well, good.
Other than that, everything
you're
else
doing
is
okay?
good.
You're
Yeah,
good?
man,
Everything's good as good?
Yeah, dude.
All right. I guess we can
Get into wrestling.
get into some wrestling.
Whatever there was this week. I don't have any news.
No news? Well, I got pro wrestling news Googled up here, buddy.
Really?
I do. There's some big news. You want to talk football news? George Kittle combining his love of pro wrestling and pro football.
He's been doing that.
I know. Well, it's on Sports Illustrated 7 hours ago.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he's a big wrestler.
Yeah, from the
Every time he gets the first down, he does the Penta Zero Miedo.
Oh, does he? Oh,
Him
look at
and
that.
Penta are
Oh, yeah,
friends.
Penta's been. I've seen Penta has that Niners gear.
Yeah, he's been at Niners games.
Yeah. It's funny that Kittle 2 weeks ago had all the touchdowns, and then this week had 2 catches.
Wow, they lost.
Yeah, they did. That was a crazy game. Crazy.
Yeah,
Crazy
no
game.
more undefeated teams.
Nope.
That's all right.
Your game was crazy too.
Crazy in a bad way.
But AEW Dynamite ratings back up over 900,000 viewers.
Okay, I did see that.
That's good. I mean, 901,000. I hope that's people, maybe
Tune in to see
up 48% from last week.
Adam Copeland pre-tape.
Yes.
Apparently, he can't do in-ring stuff anymore.
No.
More on that later.
Is that real?
No.
Oh.
He gets thrown off.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's true. I thought you meant he got hurt again, and I just didn't see the report. But Dynamite drew a .31 ratings. I was playing to Michelle what lapsed fans were today. It was weird.
Oh, that is weird.
Up 90%. Yeah, so that's good, man. It's, hopefully that means people are watching, tuning in, and we're excited about something.
Sure.
I think the shows have been good. Wrestling headlines, top stars not expected to work WWE Crown Jewel.
Oh yeah, that's
November
that
4th.
Oh,
Yep.
No, a couple weekends from now.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't watch those shows.
Me either. They're blood money, and I'm not interested.
Nope, I'm all good. I'll sit over here.
Let's see. Gunther, Io Sky, Becky Lynch, Charlotte Flair are all advertised for the house show in Rochester that night.
Oh wow,
so
that's a lot of people.
That's your Intercontinental Champion, your Women's Champion, both of your Women's Champions, and whatever Charlotte Flair happens to be. It is Gunther against Ricochet and Nakamura.
Okay, that's part of the main event.
Io Sky versus Charlotte Flair.
Wow, look at that.
And it looks like Becky Lynch versus Tiffany Stratton on that house show. That's a good fucking house show.
I'd go.
Rochester's a little far away.
Yeah,
but
it's too far.
that's a good show. The atmosphere of one of those shows, that's gonna be a good fucking show.
Should be.
People have a lot of fun at that thing. Let's see. Becky Lynch thinks her spot on the PWI 250 list is laughable. We're not going to talk about that list. That list was hilariously bad.
I didn't really see it.
The women's list, it was nuts, dude.
I saw who was number one, Rhea.
Yeah.
And Julia.
Yeah.
And then Bianca. Mm-hmm. And Jamie Hayter.
Yep. Who hasn't wrestled this year? Maybe in the beginning.
Yeah. Because they do that weird period. And then Tam Nakano.
And Willow was in there too.
Number 8.
Yeah. But when you get to the other end of the list, I don't know, beyond the top 10, it doesn't matter. It's all they just throw names into a fucking hat. Yeah. But you had Becca listed 150 spots above Mirai.
That's
lots of weird shit.
That's fucking
lots of weird shit. Let's see. We'll talk about that later. Probably. Let's see. But there was one pretty big, huge piece of news that I just saw.
What was it?
Well, we saw Miyu Yamashita training with Natalia.
Uh-huh.
But the NWA...
Oh. That's big news.
Reportedly signs 2 TV deals with the CW.
Like, what does that mean, 2 TV deals? Why do they have to sign 2 if it's
they are
just
getting,
for one network?
Right. So they are getting...
Is it like a distribution deal, or...
They are getting the wrestling show that NWA will produce NWA will produce weekly.
Yeah.
And a reality show.
Oh, good, because people were clamoring for that.
Right. So you can tune in a reality show and watch the, EC3 talk about how he, whatever weird conspiracy theory he's into. A top 20 network, he said, Billy Corgan had teased. It's with the CW. It's NWA Power, and the other's for a reality TV series based on what happens behind the scenes in the promotion.
Yeah, I'm all set over here.
They declared they're entering a new era. That production upgrades were reportedly made in anticipation of the company's new television deals. Today's news come on the heel of... It's funny that Tyrus drops the belt and they finally get a fucking TV deal. Corgan's company also announced the return of its old territory system. Did you see that? He's signing up indies as official NWA territories.
Cool.
EC3's Exodus Pro Wrestling promotion was revealed as the first new affiliate in the system to be known as NWA Exodus Pro Midwest. And saying that the territories will be featured on NWA's YouTube channel in the future.
Just go away.
Right, like the territories did 45 years ago.
Fuck, man. Go the fuck away.
Yeah, really insane. But like the Women of WoW, which I think does air on CW, does pretty well.
Yeah.
Even though it's terrible. But like I just, I don't see like this is gonna be late night CW, I think, right? It would have to be.
You would think, right?
And like
Saturday 11 o'clock at night.
Well, right. Well, not even because maybe, but like you're not running Mondays,
no,
or Fridays. You're not running Wednesdays or Tuesdays, right? Thursdays is Ring of Honor, but it's not on TV, so maybe you run a Thursday. Yeah. Saturday has Collision.
I say Impact.
Right. Oh yeah, Impact's on Thursdays. Yeah. So when the fuck are you running? You gonna run late at night Sundays?
Maybe, yeah, because remember that's when like Ring of Honor would come on.
Yeah, right. Oh,
like,
yeah, that's true.
Sinclair.
Yeah, maybe that's when it is. Sunday nights.
Yeah,
Power Sundays, baby.
Ugh.
I just don't see any. I mean, let me take that back because depending on how fast that gets on TV, Max is going to be featured on TV. Max is their women's television champion.
That'd be cool.
And I love Max. I was gonna say they're talentless, and they're not. They just don't know how to use the talent they have, and instead they put the NWA belt on EC3. While Nick Aldis is like, I'm out of here. I'm gonna go be an agent.
Yeah, and now he's the on-screen general manager for SmackDown.
Did he wrestle too the other day or something?
Oh, I don't know about that.
I think I saw somebody say he wrestled. He's never a good wrestler.
No. Never any interest in that dude. No, very vanilla.
Right, but there's no flagship talent like that you can.
Broski pops in and out.
There, no way he's going to be. You think he's going to keep going there?
Might.
With them on just that, like, okay, maybe.
Yeah,
maybe.
Who knows what that
Homicide.
Well,
that could be. I don't know if they still use them. They used to, so it'll be interesting.
Yeah. But,
like, I just don't see, like, hey, watch our show. Here's who we have. I heard Impact made an offer to Punk.
Oh, jeez.
So that's not happening for Billy Corgan. But like EC3 is not that guy. Like,
no, fuck no.
Like you talk about, even though there was a lot of other people, Omega and stuff, but like, AEW very much got their TV deal on the backs of Chris Jericho's popularity and his name.
Sure.
There's other people, of course.
Oh, no
but you need that one guy that's like, as close to a household name as you can get.
Yeah.
But NW doesn't have that guy. And maybe you don't have to on the CW. You're probably going to give him a low enough time slot that it's not going to matter. I would assume low risk for CW. And wrestling is also infamously cheap to run. It's cheaper than scripted shows and stuff. So it's going to be a win-win for CW and probably a loss for the NWA, which isn't even a thing. Like that, calling it the NWA is really off. It's off.
Yeah,
it doesn't work.
Yep.
It's not your grandpappy's NWA. I'll tell you that much.
That's,
but I mean, if they get hot, I guess maybe there'd be some other indie talents that'd be willing. I don't know. Let's not even talk about that. But if Max gets on TV, I won't blame him for that.
No, I would watch Max. I like Max a lot.
Let's see. What else is happening in here? WWE trademarks NXT ring name. Tori Wilson wants to wrestle Rhea Ripley.
Yeah, that's really a barn burner.
Yep. Let's see. I guess that's it. The full women's, we don't need to go through that either. Where's Rumble at this year?
The Royal Rumble?
Yeah.
Oh, God. I have no
The
fucking
tickets
idea.
went on sale.
I want to say, like, Arizona.
Okay. Yeah, I guess we're good then, right?
Yeah.
Bret Hart debuted for Dreamwave Pro Wrestling.
St. Petersburg, Florida.
Okay.
That's where it's at. Tropicana Field.
Okay. Who plays there?
Tampa Bay Rays. Nobody gives a fuck about them.
Yeah, the Devil Rays.
Oh, I miss the Devil Rays. Right. Shout out Wade Boggs.
That's it for news, everybody.
Yeah.
That's it for news.
That was interesting.
That's the news sound. It's the same sound I've been making for weeks.
I thought we were going to go with like the WNEP like sound.
What's that? Okay. If you say so.
It's action news, brother. All right. Do you want to talk?
And now Andy Mahalchik. Oh, sorry.
He's WBRE.
Oh, was he WBRE?
Eyewitness News, okay.
Oh, okay.
We don't fuck with that.
That man was so desperate to be like Peter Jennings or somebody. Like he thought he was going to be the next big thing.
Yeah, get out of here.
And he's still just reporting on like potholes and swears.
Yeah. Listen, when the pandemic was happening, I tried to get the lead on the lack of mini tacos.
Yeah,
and
right.
Nobody would pick up my story.
Who the hell's on? No, it doesn't matter.
WNEP?
That's not for this podcast. John Mayer.
Or was it John Mayer?
He sings. He sings. I don't know what song.
That is one.
There you go. That one. Is John Mayer here right now? Holy shit!
How the fuck did he get here?
Oh.
Who else is on WNEP?
I don't know.
I should know this.
Or Candy Kelly, is she on? No, she's WBRE too.
What the fuck, man?
I don't know. I don't watch the fucking news.
You gotta
Tom Clark.
WNEP, proud to serve.
Tom Clark.
Yeah.
No,
he's retired.
Maureen Clark.
Noreen. Joe Snedeker's still there.
All right, well, good for Snedeker. He's the linchpin of that. This is not podcasting for anybody else but us.
This is just locals.
Local news talk, everybody. Yeah, Welcome to We Need Local News bullshit.
Talk Like 16 is the best fucking thing.
That is true. We are very famous for our news in this area.
Yeah.
For people being...
It's called pierogi, lady.
Yeah, right. And how... Tornadoes are caused by the roundabout they put by the airport. Anyway.
Jesus Christ. All right.
Let's talk wrestling. Let's get this shit out of our system. You can tell that we didn't hang out as much today as we normally did.
Yeah.
Before the show.
Yep. Gotta get it out.
Right. So, but yes, let's talk wrestling. We're also kind of padding this episode. So we're through the news. We're going to talk WWE.
Yeah.
All right.
Monday Night.
I looked at the card for SmackDown, and that was a stinker.
I didn't watch it. The only thing I watched was like the LA Knight segment with Roman Reigns. He was like, I bet you're pissing your pants right now. I'm in the ring. And
That's
like,
funny.
Oh, fuck yeah, let's go.
On paper, though, when I looked at that card, I was like, this has 4 matches, and it looks like doo-doo.
I keep it moving.
A doo-doo. But Jade Cargill shows up everywhere.
Yeah, apparently she's on every fucking show.
Yeah, she's not doing anything. She's waiting to pick a brand.
That's true.
Yeah.
So Monday Night Raw, I watched 2 matches.
Okay, I watched 1. Triple H apparently in charge. They removed Vince from creative altogether.
That's the rumor that Ari Emanuel was like, hey, Vince, get the fuck out.
Right. Okay.
So I watched a Falls Count Anywhere match.
Okay.
Between Shinsuke Nakamura and Ricochet.
I was going to watch this.
You should have.
No, because I saw the clip of the nunchuck whistling noises before I saw the match.
Let's just overlook that.
And I was like, I'm not going to watch this match with the whistling nunchuck noises. Not since the Braun Strowman choo-choo. Have we had something so ridiculous?
Oh, God. So, what was cool in this match?
They're still going for it, though. Knocking Seth still...
No, Seth's like...
who'd you say this was?
Nakamura and Ricochet.
Oh, it's Ricochet.
Yeah.
Okay.
At one point, they were fighting through the back, and they go through the gorilla, and Shane Helms is on the headset.
Okay.
And Ricochet says to him, "Stand back, Hurricane. There's a Ricochet coming through." And like, I literally booed at my TV.
Yeah, that's a boo.
Like, go away.
Yeah.
Ew.
Right.
But Ricochet did hit a real cool, like shooting star press out of the balcony, like on the concourse, like on the Nakamura.
Okay.
That was cool.
Yeah.
Nakamura put him through a table. That was cool.
Ricochet's with the ring announcer lady, right?
Yeah.
Good for him.
See the pictures of her and Rhea Ripley today?
No.
Those are some good pictures.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
One picture, she's holding up Rhea.
Okay.
Like Rhea has her legs wrapped around her.
Okay.
Another one, she's wrapped around Rhea, and I'm like,
All right.
making me feel sad.
Apparently, there's a channel in the Discord that's really letting everybody down.
Oh, yeah. I should have put that in there.
Yeah.
The other one I watched,
Yeah.
and I have a feeling you watched this as well.
Yes.
For the Intercontinental
I
Championship.
did. Yes, I watched this.
The champion, Gunther. The challenger.
Are you used to calling him Gunther yet?
I'm like,
Yeah?
there.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's weird.
It's always going to be big baby, my big sweet baby boy.
Right.
I wish he was fat again.
Yeah.
Against Bronson Reed.
Yes.
So people were like hyping this up, like, oh, Haas fight. I was like, all right, I'll watch it.
Yeah.
It's like the most WWE Haas fight you could probably have.
I think no.
No?
Because Sheamus Walter happened.
Okay, yeah, that was sick. When
Right.
That happened.
That was really good.
That was at the pay-per-view.
Yes, but this is very much a TV strong, WWE strong style match.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, like, people were really pumping this one up. And it's good.
I thought it was real
It's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, you can see it better elsewhere.
Sure.
On a bunch of different television.
You're just not used to seeing that style in WWE,
Yes.
which always sticks out like a sore thumb when they do it.
And Bronson Reed, the man who beat Okada clean, is losing to Gunther in like 11 minutes.
Yeah.
I thought it was good. Again,
Superplex was real good.
Superplex was awesome. The DVD was real cool.
Yeah.
But my problem again, and it's every time we watch WWE, I don't mean to harp on it, but like every single impact gets a camera cut.
Yeah.
The impact of a chop gets a camera cut. The
camera just shakes.
Right. When he lifts him for the DVD, it cuts. When he drops him for the DVD, it cuts. When he stands back up, it cuts.
It's just too much.
And the weird thing about it is that when they showed the replay of the DVD, it was just the one take of it, and it looked cool as shit.
Yeah.
But like, so
Replays look great.
They're lessening the impact of these moves by cutting.
Yeah.
You have to let them hit. Like, that's part of it. Especially when it's big guys like this and they'll bounce off the mat and all that. These cuts are terrible. But it was cool. The match was good.
Yeah, man. I enjoyed it.
I like my big boys. You know,
Yeah, I try to support them.
Bronson Reed threw me a bit for a loop. And I know we were talking in the Discord a little bit about AEW later when they announce Will Hobbs is 6'3", and I said nobody let me know. You better keep me away from a photograph with Will Hobbs because I'll expose that really quick. Shout out Lance Archer. But they listed Bronson Reed as 6 foot and 330. And
I don't know if he's 6 foot.
right, because here's the thing: I'm 6'3", and I have Bronson Reed by a significant amount of weight.
Yeah, he's not.
But I do not look nearly as big as Bronson Reed.
No.
My belly a little too big. My hand is a little too big. But like his arms are huge, and like my arms are wonderful, but they're not big like that. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Because like 3 inches taller to the poundage, you know, like
doesn't work out.
I was like,
Math didn't
this
work in here.
I don't think this works. No. So he's probably closer to like 5'10".
Yeah.
5'9".
No doubt. Yeah. I'm probably taller.
Yeah.
Than him.
But that was all. I was just like, what the fuck, Bronson Reed? But I like him. I've always liked him.
Me too, man. I was always a fan.
I still would not have left the sweet fucking deal that New Japan was giving me.
Nope.
We're clearly in line for a title shot, if not the title itself.
Yeah, he was going to be like one of the next guys up, and I mean, you know, I know we've had talk, and I know we've talked to Marcus about it and stuff, and I get it.
I get it too. Right. Go WWE's the
God, it was just the wrong time.
WWE will remain the mecca. WrestleMania remains the thing you want to do. It's just what it is.
And you know, if you want to live in the U.S., Born Feast is all that shit. I get it.
Also wrestling 150 some days a year, and whatever. So, but the match was cool.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. NXT.
No, fuck that, man. You're braver than me.
I only watched one thing.
Right.
It was.
I did look at the card, and I was like, I don't know any of these names.
It was the main event: Carmelo Hayes versus Baron Corbin versus Dijak.
I'm watching that. If it was Hayes versus Dijak, I probably would have maybe put it on because there was very little to watch this week.
I was like, oh, hey, they're just going to toss this dude around like a little rag doll. Mm-hmm. And they didn't. They didn't really toss him around like a little rag doll.
Really?
Yeah, Carmelo Hayes won. And he's the new number one contender.
Those are large men he's in there with.
Already.
Like, he could still win, but...
Like, the guy he just lost the title to, now he's the number one contender for the title again. They're building up, like, tension between him and that Trick Williams.
Okay.
So, I guess Trick's going to probably cost him the title, and then who knows. Other than that, weird. I have zero interest.
Why would you do that?
You're going to be watching next week.
Am I?
Yeah.
Why?
Halloween Havoc Night 1.
Okay.
The debut.
Lexus King? Oh, yeah. We're 100% covering. He's wrestled on house shows. Yep. We're 100% covering the presentation and debut of Lexus
King.
Right. Who doesn't want to be his dad, but is wearing Bengals colors, and I saw his gear.
Yep.
And he's wearing a black leather vest.
Doesn't want to be his dad.
Doesn't want to be his dad. Maybe he's going to maybe he's going to do a promo with a rifle instead of a handgun because he doesn't want to be his dad. And the other thing is he doesn't respect Booker men. That's the difference.
King 911.
Lexus King. Get fucked.
Yeah. No thanks.
But we're going to watch it. I'm watching it.
King 9mm.
Yeah.
All right.
Orange 9mm.
Boo. All right. I guess AEW?
I fucking guess so, dude. Like, it's a slow week in wrestling, everybody. Especially for good wrestling.
Rampage?
All right. Yeah, we can start there. I watched it.
I have Daddy Magic Squash It written down.
Yeah.
I don't remember why.
So that's good. We're not going to talk about this match because it's 2.0 Garcia versus the Hardys and Brother Zay.
Oh, okay.
Garcia pins Zay,
yeah.
but Daddy Magic is mad at Garcia.
He's dancing.
Well, it's because he showed sympathy to Jericho 2 weeks ago.
Right. Okay.
And then he's like, you do the dance, you're not taking it serious. So so Daddy Magic walks out post match.
Yeah.
They're mad at each other.
Was it backstage that like Hager yelled at them all to squash it?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. Cool.
Penta update on Ray gets interrupted by Bull Club Gold, which is great.
Yeah, I didn't watch that.
Oh yeah, that's everybody needs to squash it. Daddy Magic hates dancing, and that's yes, he has to squash it. There
next thing I have is the Santana and Ortiz promo.
Yeah, because Jay Lethal Trent didn't matter.
Yeah,
Lethal wins.
Why isn't this like on like better television?
Why aren't they doing more? I don't understand. They're not doing.
The promos have been great.
Right. Neither of these guys are having matches. They don't have to face each other right now. But let's get Santana in that ring a little bit because dude looks like you can make something out of him. Yeah. God knows there's time on TV, so put him somewhere better.
Like this promo was great.
Right. I mean, it's being the best thing on this show is nice.
It is, but at the same time, I feel like this deserves more.
It does
between these
for
two.
Sure.
I get what you're saying, like have your own little TV carved out for it, but who's really watching?
Right, I agree. I like that when Ortiz said, my knee didn't blow out in the ring, it blew out because I was carrying you for so many years.
So fucking good.
Yeah, it was a really good promo.
You can feel the hatred between these two, and it made me really
actually
fired up.
Probably buddies again, I would assume. I hope so.
And
they fight it out and then become tag champions like you guys fucking deserve.
Dude,
they
seriously.
like we've
I would
told this
love them
show
to just have like a bloody war against each other at the end, hug and
win the tag titles.
Let's go.
We've been. I mean, you go back and listen to the show even when it was cringy, I guess. And we've always hyped those dudes. They helped carry that COVID era.
Yep.
The great matches. Best friend. It's ridiculous. The best friends never had those titles either. Yep. But I put Santana and Ortiz over them. Even they deserve those titles.
Yeah,
so fucking much.
I wish that they
so
had those
much.
titles.
So that bloody nasty fucking brawl.
Just really go for it.
Hug it out. Ortiz comes out, gets in somebody's way, and Santana makes the save, and they're buddies, and then they put the tag straps right on them.
Yeah.
So
God damn, that would rule
for sure.
And I have Sky Blue versus Emi Sakura.
Spooky Sky Blue.
She is. She's very spooky now. I thought this was good for TV.
We're getting Emi Sakura on a bunch of AEW TV.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
And they're doing something really smart. We got Sky Blue, I think, on every show this week, just about.
Right? Yeah.
Which is I love because Sky Blue has her strengths.
She has her assets.
She has her assets, but she's very young.
Yeah.
And she needs that in-ring work. And putting her in there against Emi Sakura is probably the best fucking thing you could do.
You're saying she needs some seasoning?
Yes. I like this a lot. I love Emi. The crossbody against the steps that Emi just pops me every time.
Yeah, it's brutal.
Short match. Sky Blue gets the out of nowhere win. But I'm just like, yeah, this is really smart. If you want to do what you did with Julia Hart and find that Julia Hart can get really good at a couple of things and improve her game in the ring, do that same thing with Sky Blue. I think Sky Blue's a little further along than Julia Hart was, like just as a wrestler entering the ring kind of thing.
Okay, I can see that.
But like Sky Blue needs that bit of polish, and like Emi Sakura is who you use to polish these women's wrestlers. It has to be.
I actually enjoyed the match.
I thought the match was really good. I'm such a huge Emi Sakura fan. It's crazy.
That's all I have from Rampage.
Gates of Agony, Claudio Yuta.
Didn't watch.
Yuta takes the beat. It's very much the story of Yuta taking the beating and surviving. Yeah. He gets the pin. I like that they're letting these guys wrestle pretty much every week, and they're great at wrestling, but there's nothing in it, whatever. It's just it's a thing, and it happened.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I was all set.
Yes.
Collision.
AEW Collision on Saturday.
So the main thing I noticed right off the bat,
okay,
Tony Schiavone on commentary.
Yeah, lots of people talking about
Tony Schiavone, kind of the lead announcer.
Well, so there was a little news piece about Tony dressing that.
I saw, I guess he asked Tony Khan if he can do play-by-play again.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I guess, I don't know if he said he wanted to go on Collision, but like he just, it was more so like a Rampage thing. He wanted to just do play-by-play.
Yeah. Well, he's on Dynamite every week. I guess he's not doing play-by-play.
No, Excalibur's play-by-play.
Yeah, he's doing color. Yeah, right.
So he wanted to be kind of play-by-play because that was WCW.
Right. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Right, because he always had Larry Zbyszko for color. I don't fucking know.
The Dusty. New World Odor.
Dusty. It's Dusty and,
Bobby.
You know, yeah. Like Mike Today.
Iron Mike Today. Lucha Libre. Lucha Style.
Yeah.
That reminds me of Kev every fucking time I think of Mike Today. Just because that one time when Dean Malenko hit a gut buster off the top rope, and Mike Today just goes, "Oh!" And I found the match and I sent it to Kev, and we must have laughed for like an hour.
Oh, it was the best. Hilarious.
But yeah, I guess he's gonna going forward. He's like the lead guy.
But what was Kevin Kelly's job on Collision? Play-by-play, right? What the fuck happened there?
I don't know if anything necessarily happened. I think it's more of that's Tony Schiavone and he wants to do play-by-play. Why am I going to say no?
Agreed. But, you just signed Kevin. He just gave up his other gig. It's not like he can go back.
So, I don't think Kevin Kelly's going to give a shit.
Yeah.
He's still getting paid.
That's true.
Yeah, it's just...
All right,
it's just, hey, you're just going to transition to color.
I would rather Tony...
No doubt.
100%.
Yeah.
But I'd rather Ian 1,000,000%.
Well, we all would rather Ian. For literally.
But not over, maybe not over Schiavone. I think maybe Ian would be like, all right, Schiavone, you got me on this one.
Yeah. I like that Ian and Tony are good friends too.
That's what they should do is slide Kevin Kelly, who got replaced by JR, and for the main event too. Yeah. Slide Kevin Kelly over to color with what the fuck's his name? Desmond Wolfe.
Nigel McGuinness.
That's his name. That's his name also.
Yeah.
But you got babyface and heel color. And then when Schiavone is like, you know what, maybe it's time to ride off in the sunset because Schiavone knows spring chicken.
Schiavone does a lot of backstage stuff.
He does.
He's like Tony Khan's right hand man.
Right. But when if he has his fill, he can say instead of sliding Kevin back in the play-by-play, let's see if Ian wants to come in and do this for real.
So they said Schiavone on his podcast told Tony Khan he wanted another chance to do him play-by-play, probably for Rampage, but it ended up being Collision.
Okay.
And he suggests he's going to be permanent on Saturdays moving forward.
So he's going to be doing both shows.
Yeah. So he's going to be color guy. And he does a lot of the in-ring stuff.
He does, yeah,
know,
right. He's in and out, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, he is the voice, like...
Everybody loves Tony
right.
Schiavone.
I know, I love the older guys. I love the Lance Russells of the world.
Yeah.
But they're before me.
Yeah.
Schiavone is the voice of professional wrestling for a lot
Gordon
of my
Sully
youth.
and the suplex.
Right. And Gordon Sully's great. I love all those guys. But, like, Schiavone is the guy I listen to the most. He's a WCW kid.
I agree, man.
So, and you go back and see the clips when he was his brief stint in WWF and whatever, but like Schiavone, Schiavone and Tenay were my guys.
I remember like
and then either Dusty or Bobby.
Like the first,
and sadly Zbyszko and Mongo.
Like the first, hey, you watch your mouth about Mongo.
No, sadly Zbyszko.
Oh, okay.
And Mongo.
Okay.
Never sad about Mongo. Mongo is maybe my most quoted commentator of all time.
Hernia. Bobby the Stain.
Yes, it's maybe my favorite. He's my most quoted.
This place is apropos.
I ain't talking about digging around the dirt with farming implements, baby.
What a fucker.
I quote him all the time.
Same.
What a terrible wrestler, too.
You take that back.
Oh, I love it.
This was what I don't know. I might have been talking to my boss this week about it. This was the most WWE opening to a show.
Yeah.
I feel like they've maybe ever had.
The Edge with the security and...
and then Christian coming out, and then Danielson, and then Starks, and FT, that was very WWE-esque.
Everybody gets interrupted, yeah.
Yeah. The big takeaway from this, which blew fucking Twitter apart, was the Edge Ricky Starks portion.
Yeah.
Where Ricky Starks says to Edge, clearly you didn't take your fashion sense and bring it over here from the other place.
And he says, don't look at me with them bug eyes.
Yeah, and then
in defense, Edge's eyes are real far apart.
Yeah, and then Edge responds with, I'm too busy looking at those goofy ass slacks you're wearing.
Like it's the silk pants or whatever. Yeah.
And then he says, come from somebody who took their fashion sense from The Rock, and now you're just a vanilla midget version of him.
Which he stumbles through.
Yeah, because you could tell he was pissed off a little bit.
He caught a stray one from Ricky.
Yeah, because he says, like, shut your mouth and talk to him, kid.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and then that's where Ricky says, oh, that really set me over the edge.
Right. He caught a stray one from Ricky and didn't know what to do.
No.
And a lot of people I see online going, oh, Ricky Starks went off script. I'm like, no, he didn't, because there's not one. There's a point A and a point B and maybe some points in between, but he's not handed anything.
No.
So which is an older school wrestling kind of thing. Nowadays it's considered older school, and he's got to roll with it. And Edge was caught off guard. I don't think it's a big deal. I'm sure they're fucking fine.
Yeah, I don't think it's a big deal either, but you can tell he right.
But Edge got shook. Yeah, Edge got a little shook. He got mad.
Yeah. That just sets up.
And they both stumbled their way through because Ricky did too.
Yeah.
Ricky, when that happened, I think Ricky even got a little nervous, like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Like I just took a shot at the big guy. But it was fine. Whatever. Nobody's fucking getting fired with cause over this bullshit.
Yeah.
It just was awful.
Yeah, not great.
Just lame. And I guess saying, I didn't think of it as being, the most of everything they did. And it kind of is. And I don't mind it. I want them to lean into more of the things that WWE does, but do it better. And this wasn't that.
Yeah.
This was just okay, I've seen this game before. But you're also playing with WWE tools in this segment. Edge is in the kiddie pool here.
Yeah.
Edge is a wrestler, and I'm going to call him Edge forever. I don't give a shit.
I know. I can't not call him Edge.
Hasn't been in a system that's not WWE, and when he's in WWE, it was 100% creatively controlled.
I mean, he literally was in
for
WWE
his entire career, 20 some years,
25 years,
right? So he's got to get eased in, and there's gonna be some growing pains. You're walking in that pool and it gets to waist level, and you're not ready for that shock. You're gonna hesitate a little bit. And I think that's kind of what this was. A little bit of hesitation, just taking a stray one from a kid. And who, in AEW rankings, in my opinion, is on Edge's level.
Oh, I agree. Yeah.
So he's just got to get used to that shit.
Sure.
And I don't know that calling Ricky Vanilla Midget is the best thing for if you have to face Ricky at any point.
And here was my problem with it. Because there is that portion of it where it's don't talk down and whatever. Also, it made me feel like Edge is just very online with it.
Yes.
Because that has been like this talk about Ricky on Twitter for a long time. Oh, he's just a midget version of The Rock.
Okay, but why is he a midget? Can we talk
because
about that?
He looks like The Rock and he dresses like The Rock and
he wears
like The Rock.
Because he wears silk shirts.
Yeah, the sunglasses.
He's got a dark skin tone. He wears sunglasses.
Yeah.
He doesn't cut a promo like The Rock.
Well,
you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, and like that's what MJF is like. You're more like a pebble,
right?
You know?
Right.
Like,
but like, it's just so funny. Like, he just looks like Hollywood Rock.
Yeah.
Like I don't really see the Rock comparison anywhere else. Mainly because like I like Ricky, but he ain't no fucking Rock.
No, nobody is. No.
But like, yeah, it's just so it is a really weird insult. Yeah, it's very much. It's also very much like a scripted WWE comeback. Even like that's what do I say to him? Well,
sure.
Call him the vanilla midget like Kevin Nash used to call people.
Say Kevin Nash called people vanilla midgets.
Right.
So yeah,
it is what it is.
Adds in a brouhaha.
Yeah, FTR, everybody,
Yeah.
all the stars.
Yeah, all the stars are here.
Yes.
I'm happy they showed the MJF stand up to Jewish hate thing.
Yes.
They did show that. He posted it on Twitter earlier that day.
Yeah.
That was nice, him with like Robert Kraft, Julian Edelman.
Did you know that Robert Kraft was a Jewish gentleman?
I don't know if I did.
I had no idea. No. But you learn something new every day.
Yeah.
So the cool thing about that, like obviously the cool thing about it is that they are doing something and they're putting the money where their mouth is. Yeah. But like MJF, like AEW champion, kid from Long Island, that a lot of people like rag on, say, oh, he's not this, and he's not ready for this, he's whatever. Being at this event with like one of the richest men in the world, like it makes MJF seem like a bigger deal.
Sure,
because it's legitimate. Like Robert Kraft is a
legitimate
fucking kingmaker. Like that man has money and power, and like everybody knows who he is. So it's cool that like it helps elevate Max as a persona.
Yeah, it was just I thought it was very nice.
Yes, and it is beyond great that AEW saw what they did, listened to people. We talked about this. Everybody talked about it last week.
Yeah,
and are putting their money where their mouth is and giving it the attention that it fucking needs.
I agree. So Samoa Joe, Willie Mack, was it fun?
I thought this was Willie Mack's last match on that Power Slam.
Yeah,
I was like, oh. There goes Willie Mack, everybody.
There he goes.
And they replayed it like 3 times. I was like, no, it doesn't look any better. No. The back of his head definitely scraped that mat. But yeah, it was good.
Two big boys.
Yeah, big boys, right? Willie Mack can wrestle.
Mojo winning.
Yeah.
Then Juice.
Oh, well, we're going to be talking about this in the coming weeks, but they've decided with Miro's grand return, it's going to be Action Andretti.
That's why I had no notes about it.
I just the decision making is insane. But
Juice versus the old glory hound Christopher Daniels.
When Juice came out, I was like, cool. When CD came out, I was like, what the fuck are we doing here?
Yeah, no thanks.
And I like Christopher Daniels a ton.
It's a glory hound.
15 years ago.
Yeah.
20 years ago.
Let it go, bro.
This is the sort of
course correction.
This is the course correction. So, whatever you thought, everyone talked about it.
Sure.
I think AEW listened and did a very right thing, correct thing, good call. And we said this last week. If they pivot away, nobody's gonna say anything. You gave Juice a ring, so he's gonna use this ring to get a ring. They're gonna pawn the ring.
Yeah.
To go on vacay. So he gets the ring, can still use the left hand of God.
His ring from TJ Maxx.
TJ Maxx.
Cubic zirconium.
Right, pubic zirconium.
Juice, I love him
yes.
so much.
Juice is great here. The match is fine. It's what it is. The thing about this, and I can say this again on Dynamite too, is why haven't we seen the Devil and their crew again?
Yeah.
Because at this point, the payoff isn't going to matter if it's some big surprise reveal. If it was like Britt, which I think is a great fucking idea.
I do.
Or if it was the Bullet Club Gold trying to trick people into thinking Max did it, or it is Max, or whatever it is, if you're not going to reveal it like 3 or almost a month later,
it's been a long time.
It's
that was like the hottest whodunit
right
ending angle, and now it's just
I think it's
dropped.
dead. I think it's dead.
Yeah, very weird.
You know, like if you were going to do something with this, you would have to, because Jay White keeps bringing it up, but we're not seeing them. So keep doing that. If you want us to be interested and see who the reveal is, keep showing them, and you're not. Right? So, like, if this was the thing you were going to reveal, they should have been taking out a member of the Bullet Club Gold every week. 1 week they get a gun, and they get the other one, and then whatever. Maybe they break Card Blade. But like it just dropped, and it's super weird because everybody was talking about who it was.
Yeah, it was a hot ending,
and now it's dead.
Yeah, it's very weird.
And maybe it's because they have seemingly separated Cole and MJF completely. They've cut that off.
Yeah, they just hint at it when
Max
tries to call him.
Right,
that's it.
I don't know. It's super weird.
Yeah,
because you gotta, if you're gonna pay it off at a pay-per-view or something, it's gotta like, Jay White getting jumped means nothing. It's just so weird to me. I don't understand, but whatever.
Kyle Fletcher beats a man named Boulder.
Yes,
and it's not Horace Boulder.
No,
that's
it is Iron Savage Boulder.
But this was
Fletcher uses the skull end,
dude. So when he like drops back with that and like the reverse DDT, and he like almost drops people on their heads.
Yes,
I get real nervous. I don't know why.
Well,
I really like Kyle Fletcher.
Me too.
More on that later.
Yeah.
Renee is interviewing.
They like Kyle Fletcher too, which is important.
Yes.
Yeah.
Renee is interviewing the Acclaimed.
Yes.
They're trying to give Max skills about how to.
Oh my god! When he, hey Renee, how about those oral sessions?
I love how magical she just looks at Billy and Owens. It's like, are you guys idiots? Like for real? Come on.
Yep.
Made me so happy.
Yeah.
But it also made me happy when Daddy Magic walked up and called them the boys in pink.
Yeah.
Made me real fucking happy.
Yep.
Which they end up challenging them at a later date.
Right, but who's that going to be?
Garcia.
But they've worked this Garcia, so they do the match. It'll be the final break off.
Yeah.
The Garcia Daddy heat cost them the titles.
Yeah.
Well, kind of, but yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
Chris Statlander versus Sky Blue.
Spookier Sky Blue.
Tell you what, man, this was pretty fucking good.
Again,
right?
Right. So we're seeing Sky Blue, and you put her in 2 shows now. You put her in the ring against very capable wrestlers. She'll only get better from that.
Yeah.
So you put her, and like they're using Emmy in such a cool way right now, and I don't know if it'll continue, but the fact that they can use Emmy, like if you beat Emmy, you look good.
Yeah.
Because Emmy makes, like, I can talk forever on how good I think Emmy Sakura is. Sure. And the little things that she does. Like she is a very complete wrestler. I don't think she's ever gonna be your champion unless she has, enough in American wrestling to become the champion here. Yeah. But people like her. But she is such a complete wrestler because she's been in the game for 30 years.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
She is just like, when I see her do just little things, playing to the back of the arenas, taking her fucking time, like all that stuff. And I'm like, man, you put somebody in the ring with Emmy and like they look better, they learn a little bit, and then the crowd believes that because they beat Emmy, they can go to the next person. And it's just because she has this weight as a wrestler to me, that she doesn't need what she ever beat kind of shit. You get more from beating Emmy Sakura than you do from beating former AEW Women's Champion Nyla Rose.
That's a fact. But yeah, man, I thought this match was very good.
Right, I thought it was good too.
Yeah, very good TV match. And then Willow runs out at the end to pick Sky Blue up.
And pushes Stat away because Willow's also spooky.
She is.
Spooky lore all over this match. While Lee Johnson and what's her name were out.
Yeah, getting married.
Julia Hart. I think they got married on the 13th of October too.
They did, yeah.
Huh, what a good date to pick.
Cheese in your stees. I did see a picture of them in the limo or in a car.
He's wearing the mask.
The Jason mask.
Yeah. Should have thought of that, but it wasn't a Friday the 13th when I got married, I guess.
So what's up next? LFI.
We get Fletcher calling out Omega, which was fucking awesome.
When that happened, I went, "Oh yeah, they're really in on Kyle Fletcher right now
for sure."
LFI, like Roosh, basically just saying like, "I'm coming back with killers."
Oh, was that promo? That was the vignette?
Yeah,
that was a cool looking vignette.
Yeah,
it's a shame Preston Vance is one of your killers.
I know,
but it was a really cool looking vignette, and I'm here for it.
Keith Lee's.
I like that they treat Jose like one of the members too.
Right. That dude's actually pretty jacked.
Yeah, he is. Is he a worker, though, or is he just
I think he works. Yeah, I think he works.
Okay.
Keith Lee squashed Turbo.
I got
Floyd.
that's the youngest man alive.
I got real upset.
I was like, dude, no, you can't just have him beat Turbo.
He's so cool.
He gets like 10 seconds of offense to get to Keith Lee. He throws the guns. I was like, oh my God, Turbo Floyd. You're the youngest man alive, and Keith Lee just ran through him.
Yeah.
Unfortunate, but, whatever. Get him that time.
I love Turbo.
That Outrunner should be fucking signed. I stand by that. By the people in the major group who got their card going, who the fuck are these guys?
And, dude, every time they bring it up on majors, Broski's like, it's the fucking Outrunners.
It's the Outrunners.
They're awesome.
The Outrunners. They're the youngest men alive. They need to be signed, for sure.
And then main event for the TNT title.
Yeah, who watched this shit?
Dude.
Garbage wrestling.
Christian versus Bryan Danielson.
It's off my fucking TV.
Oh, it was so fucking good. I loved it. It was so fucking good.
The cool thing about this match is that they're both in it and they're awesome. No, Christian's psychology is off the charts.
Yep, it's unbelievable.
I was watching this going like, has he always been like Jake Roberts? Like, just his psychology. Because, like, when I think in-ring psychology, Jake's always the guy I go to.
Man, I wish we had time that you can go back and watch his TNA
Never watched
run.
any of it, yeah.
Oh.
He was good like this back then, too.
Yeah.
Man.
Like, this is the best work he's ever done. But really, in TNA, that's where they kind of... He was given the chance to really shine.
Yeah. But, yeah, his psychology is amazing. And he's in there with the best. The Dragon's awesome.
Of course.
There's a falsie after, like, the first Psycho knee that I was like, that's it. This is the end of this fucking match.
Yeah.
And it wasn't. But I love that Dragon can't put on the label lock all the way. Like, it just works as a fucking wrestling match. It is a complete story in that ring that a lot of people can't fucking tell. And I'm not saying that it makes other people necessarily bad.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that there's only a few people that can do a match like this in any wrestling ring in the world.
Yeah.
And Christian looked so froggy. Like, this is a match with the American Dragon in it, and I just want to talk about how good Christian is.
Dude.
So.
It's unreal how great he is right now.
Incredible run.
Ever since he turned on Jungle Boy.
Who?
Oh, that fucking idiot. But ever since that turn happened, it's just different level. And it's just something so different in AEW.
Absolutely.
And it's the best.
He's
the best fucking heel they have.
He's the best heel they have. He's probably their second best character. We'll talk about the first best character when we talk to Dynamite.
Okay.
Yeah, his work is so captivating.
Yeah.
And, like, I'm just like, if you're not watching, like, I don't give a shit. The WBAW, these guys suck. I don't watch that. It's amateurs. It's indies, blah, blah, blah. Christian's work should have all the eyes on it. And I mean that with all my heart, with everything, with all my guts.
I'm waiting for them
not in the cockles. The cockles of my heart, the sub-cockles even.
I'm waiting for them to make the goddamn figure with the turtleneck.
Oh,
that's going to be a buy.
It is the best run of Christian's career. It could possibly be the best run AEW has ever had. Like, I just love his character. I love his work.
Yeah.
It's amazing. And, he's also in my wheelhouse. I, for whatever reason, love, like, 50-year-old dudes finding themselves and going on God runs.
Yeah, dude, that's a fact, man.
And, like, he worked this match really well against an incredible... So you can't say he can't fucking go. He's not just leaning on character and shit.
No.
He's in great shape. He looks great. He's in complete control and command of his character. Nothing gets by him. Like, he doesn't slip up and, like, lose a part of it or not take advantage of a bit that he has going on.
Yeah.
Like, he is in complete fucking control of his character. The end of this match is perfect with Big Bill distracting him while Stark hits Dragon.
Great.
It rolls everybody into it. It creates spin-offs. Like, we always talk about that. What's next? There's so much. Or just this. So many different avenues, and Christian is just working against everybody to such an incredible level. Yeah. It is so cool to watch. It's wild. I love it. It really is.
Did you win this belt? So Dynamite.
Oh, and then everybody beats down Dragon. Then everybody comes.
Oh yeah, it's another brouhaha.
Yeah, and then they announce a Battle of the Belts for this week. Cool. They've been so good.
Yeah, let's do another other time. One. I looked at the only title changes that ever happened on Battle of the Belts.
Okay.
was Sammy Guevara beating Dustin Rhodes for the vacant TNT title.
Oh, boy. Poor Dustin Rhodes.
And
We'll
then
talk
Sammy
about that,
Guevara
too.
beating somebody else for the TNT title. Maybe Scorpio Sky.
Yeah. He hasn't been around. What's going on? Take on
Sammy?
T-Pop?
No. He's actually hurt.
Really?
So he posted a picture the other day, and he had like one of those concussion testing things on his head.
Yeah?
So he's legit hurt.
Okay.
Because they were in Texas, and he posted a thing like saying like, "Hey, I'm not cleared." And
Yeah.
it's a picture of him with the shirt on his head. And he's like,
bummer.
"I really want to be there.
Yeah.
At home."
He just can't travel and stuff
Yeah.
because you think he'd at least come out with Callus and do some shit.
Yeah, so he can't.
Yeah, bummer.
Yeah. I went, I feel bad. That sucks.
Right. Every time he gets
dealing with that shit, you know.
that's just like fucking Mark Davis, man.
Dude, he's like snake bitten.
Right, like that, like, and the thing is, like, and we're gonna talk about this in Dynamite, but like Fletcher, like these 2 injuries back to back, he's gonna come back to no tag partner. It's gonna be tough.
Yeah,
it's gonna be rough.
So,
but that's the end. That's the end of Collision.
Yeah, so let's go Dynamite.
Dynamite, yes, the Dynamite that sets up our maybe appearance in Philadelphia next week.
We have the Bang Bang Belt champ.
Yes,
Switchblade Jay White going up against iced out all white gear Penta.
Yes.
Listen, man.
What's the most important thing about this match, Brett?
The Penta pop the top?
No. That's the second most important thing. Card Blade has a belt.
Dude, it's so cool. I love it. Oh, I love it so
He
much.
taped a paper belt
It's
to
so
Card
fucking
Blade.
silly, and I love it.
It's amazing.
Oh, if we go to Philly next week and they have mini card blades for sale, I'm buying.
All right, good.
But yeah, man, I thought this was awesome.
Yeah, who would have thunk these guys can wrestle?
Yeah. I loved how intense it got.
Yeah.
When Penta popped the top and they were just trading the chops, it got fucking
I saw
nasty.
somebody online say that like AEW has been toying with like selectively miking chops to make the chops sound better. And that's interesting.
I don't know about that.
Yeah. Somebody say like they're able to like hit a mic that picks up the chops and
that move that Penta did, where he had Jay White in like a fireman's carry, and it was almost like an airplane spin / F5 that ended up in a reverse DDT.
Yeah.
Was so fucking clean.
Yep.
Oh, I was like, this is great. You should use this all the time.
It's really funny because like you forever have been talking about Penta
I'm
as
a
your
Penta guy, dude.
But it's funny to see like Ray Phoenix is the flashier high spot wrestler, but he is like pretty lacking behind Penta in wrestling ability.
Penta,
Ray, Penta can do some of the things that Ray Phoenix does. Ray Phoenix ain't having this match.
No, not at all. It'd be all flippy, high flying shit.
Which is fine.
Penta could do it. Obviously, he started off that way with the flip over the rope. Then he hits another one later.
Right.
But
when this gets in the meat and potatoes,
yeah,
Ray can't have this match.
No.
And I believe that with my whole heart.
Yeah. I have written down here MJF.
Yes.
Actually, I have MFJ written.
Oh.
MJF.
MFJ, that's right.
Like, just talking about how, he's going to get the belt, whatever.
Yeah, and he gets interrupted by the Acclaimed, and Max still isn't interested in doesn't
he say Caster tells MJF that he wants him to put a ring on it?
Yes.
Which, again, Bones is like, Max, come on!
Yeah.
I like that they're teaching Max Caster how to,
it's funny.
how to hit on people.
Yes. It's weird.
It's so funny.
Yes.
Dude, there was a funny line that he had on Collision when he's like, Billy, you know the girls. Anthony, you know the guys.
Right.
I just want it all.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck, you're awesome.
Yep.
Yeah, this led to Hikaru Shida.
Right, we get a hype video between Shida and Emi Sakura.
Versus Emi Sakura. Give a little background on it. They mentioned Ice Ribbon.
Right.
Just fucking so wild.
Talk about that, how Emi's her trainer and all that.
Yeah.
I constantly just type how Emi wrestled for FMW because I still think it's the coolest thing in the world.
They go on and have a fun match.
They had a really good match. I dug the shit out of this match because I was just in awe watching Emi Sakura.
Yeah.
Because I'm just like, God, she's so good, right? Like, she just, like, I can't necessarily articulate it because I'm not a wrestler. But, like, she wrestles like a veteran. And, like, she's been in the business for a really long time, right? But, like, Emi leans into strikes. She bumps super hard. She takes her time and plays to the crowd. Like, nobody, like, I don't want to say nobody does it, but, like, a lot of people are really concerned with, like, chaining moves and doing the flashy shit, and it's fine and it's great. You know what I mean? Like, wrestling has evolved in such a way. Like, we're going to talk later on the show about a match that, like, goes non-fucking stop. But, like, when she just stops and, like, has an ankle and just looks up into the stands and does something, I'm like, fuck, it's so good.
Yeah.
She never works too fast. And then she fucking kicks out at one on the katana.
That was wild.
And I was like, Emmy's getting his belt.
I said it last night, and I don't know how you feel. I think Sheeta needs a new finish.
Yeah, I don't love it.
Yeah.
I love Sheeta.
Oh, I do too. She's
fantastic. It's fine. She has a hard time.
I almost wish she would just use the Falcon Arrow.
Just use a Falcon Arrow or something. She's a hard time connecting with the kick all the time. It's very trendy right now for strikes to be finishes in professional wrestling.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't love this one. Like, it doesn't. Like, and it's fine. It looks the most like a wrestling move.
Yeah,
out of a lot of the strikes, because like when you compare it to like Yamashita's
the Judas effect,
right. When you compare it to Yamashita's skull kick, you know, or even something, you know, like OC uses the orange punch, and now Juice is using the left hand of God.
Yeah, and
like, you know, all these people use so many strikes.
The Judas effect,
that thing where Andrade looks like he's falling backwards but murders you.
Yeah.
There's a lot of strike finishes in wrestling as a whole right now. And I don't think this one works so much. I think getting a Falcon Arrow over or coming up with something of a flashier out of nowhere move for her would work better.
Yeah. It's
still fine. I still love Sheeta.
I just want something like a little more like impact.
It's time to elevate her. Like, let's get that new finish. People start kicking out of this one. She's got to come up with a new one.
Yeah, even if you do like maybe a submission finish, something
right.
to get it over.
Mm-hmm.
Edge sits down with Renee Paquette.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I just like you said, when Christian hits rock bottom, we'll be here to pick him up. But like,
yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah,
I love Renee. I think Renee,
she is such an asset.
Renee is so invaluable to this. Like, remember it was Marvez every time, and he just looked fucking confused.
Yeah. So there's a difference between being like a good backstage interview person, and we'll talk more about a segment later that was backstage. That was fucking shitty. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
After this,
but yeah, it just Edge exists.
Yeah. The Wardlow.
He fucking murders Ryan Nemeth.
Okay. And then Shivani interviews him.
Oh, right.
And he holds up the wrist tape. It says MJF.
Which people brought up last week that he had it written on his wrist. Like, people online. I was like, I don't look at Wardlow that close to know what the fuck he has on his wrist.
And he pushed Shivani over.
He does push Shivani over.
I'm not a fan of the Wardlow now, man.
Well, and he says, like, everyone's like believing Max, and I don't believe him, and whatever.
It's fine.
A lot of people talking about it. I like that they're putting a lot of irons in the fire for Max.
Yeah.
Because listen, this run it's fine. I'm not a huge Max guy, but you can't deny the star power and what he's doing with this stuff. But his run's been a little snake bitten.
Yeah.
So, you know, you gotta, some stuff happened that they have had to change course like 2 times, especially this huge one with Cole getting hurt.
Yeah.
So I like them being like, listen, we're going to throw 5 things at once so that the next pin that falls and we can't use it, when Wardlow, like when a satellite falls from space onto Wardlow, we can move on to somebody else.
Yeah, which that leads to Omega getting interviewed backstage and talks about, you know, maybe I'm going to get back to where I need to be, and that's the AEW World Championship, which I was like, fuck yeah, let's go. That's what I want. Yeah. And Max comes walking up, you know, they exchange pleasantries, and Max pulls him in and says, 13 more days, bitch.
Right. Which I had no idea what that meant.
Yeah, I kind of was like, that's weird. And then I don't know. I was
like, what's in 13 days? Are they wrestling and I didn't know?
Yeah, I was like, oh, wait a minute. That's right. He's going to beat Omega's record.
For sure.
Because he's had that belt for about a year now.
Yeah.
We saw him win it at Full Gear last year.
Did we really?
Yeah, when he beat Moxley. Wow. That's when Regal slid in the Nux.
Oh.
Yeah.
Was that was also when Sting jumped off the balcony near us, right?
Yeah, that's why I have video of it. I watched it last night.
Yeah.
Next strong, I'll take you on.
Yes.
That was the only part I giggled at.
Okay.
This whole thing.
Yes.
This seems to be the general consensus that these have jumped the shark.
I think these can be the end.
Yeah.
And I think it is because Cole finally leaves and Roddy says, I guess I'm going to have to be nice to that scumbag, which we sort of all predicted. I think it's funny that I think the Acclaimed are like Max is making that run at MJF, and it's going to end up being Roddy in the Kingdom anyway.
Yeah.
But it creates a match.
Sure.
But yeah, I think this is. I'm not going to say that this was like that it had jumped the shark, but this should be, and rightfully so, is the last one.
Yeah, we're like, oh, the peanut butter jelly sandwiches. I'm like, oh,
yeah,
like, that's so
right.
That's so like weird on the nose. Weird. It's like, oh, okay,
yeah.
I think we're done. Here.
We're done here.
It's so fucked up because the best parts of these have been Bennett and Taven.
Yes, right.
It's so weird.
Madison Square Taven.
Oh boy. Don Callis is in the ring.
I like that Shivani spits on the floor when he announces him.
I just like how disgusting it is. He's like, with no pleasure does it give me to introduce Don Callis. Really funny. Then the brown noise comes.
So I poop my pants every time. I mean, I poop my pants anyway. Just usually it's not until later, but he comes out and I just shit myself.
Those pants appreciate.
They're appreciate pants. It's just what it is.
You can buy appreciate pants.
That's why I'd never change my underwear because there's poop in them, so I don't want to ruin another pair. Just turn them inside out.
Yeah, and this is where they say about Hobbs being 6'3", whatever. Yeah. And like, yeah, you put about like yourself, and then Kyle Fletcher comes out, and I was like, oh, dude, he towers over this guy. He makes Hobbs look tiny. Yeah. Like Fletcher's not that big. He's like he's built as 6'4".
He's built as 6'4".
Aussie Open dudes are some big boys.
They're big boys, right?
They're real big.
Yeah. So listen, Lance Archer's build is 6'8", and we all know that ain't true. Yeah, no. He's taller than me. He ain't 5 inches taller than me.
Yeah, because he's putting down Kyle Fletcher being like a scab and stuff, and that's
what I thought was it. I like that if you lose, Callis kicks you out.
Yeah, well, I liked when Fletcher came out standing up for himself. Just be like, Will Ospreay had to call me and beg me to do a favor for you.
Yeah,
and then that's where he says like, I'm going to beat Omega tonight, all this, and that's when out comes Kenny Omega.
Yep,
and we got Kenny Omega, Kyle Fletcher. And this was just a fucking speed
really
run,
good,
man. Dude, I love how much faith they're showing in Kyle Fletcher. You gave him Danielson, now you give him Omega. So both matches have been fucking awesome.
So I'm going to assume that those guys see him and they're like, let me work the kid.
100%.
Right?
Yeah. They go, oh, how old are you? You're young? Yeah, let's do it. Let's go.
Let me work the kid with the Brad from Home Improvement haircut.
Yeah.
But like that's the thing. Like he's having matches like this against Danielson Omega. Davis is going to come back, and like I like Davis more in the tag team because he's the beefier guy.
Yeah,
he's got that cool pull up power or pile driver that he does. But Fletcher's probably the better wrestler. But like that sort of technical style. But David's gonna come back and he better hope that his friendship with Fletcher's real good and Fletcher's like, all right, let's be a tag team again, buddy.
Yeah,
because they see a lot in this kid. There's a lot of stake in this kid.
This match is fantastic. Yeah. Omega wins.
Right.
I thought
he's also having really good matches with two great wrestlers.
Yeah, that's true.
But we know his tag team is great. We know he's done a lot of really great things.
He can hold his own.
He can definitely hold his own.
They both can hold their own.
Yeah, for sure.
And then I was like hoping this is where. And I guess maybe they're going to save it for next week. That Fletcher's going to get beat down by the Callis family, and Omega's going to come save Fletcher and almost like take Fletcher under his wing a little bit. I think that would be cool as fuck.
For sure.
Oh, man, it'd be awesome.
Yeah. Do Omega and Fletcher versus Hobbs and Takeshita.
Dude, you want to give me Fletcher Takeshita?
That'd be cool.
Let's get the hot young boys.
Right. And then when Guevara's back.
Yeah, then you can add Jericho back in if you want.
Ibushi. They signed Ibushi.
Yeah.
Slow down Ibushi.
Let's get Jericho.
Yeah, Jericho can take his purple jacket and hat and go back home.
I like the Swerve promo.
Yeah.
With Nana. It's different, man. It's like it's not just a sit down. It's like
you're gonna watch that music video on Friday?
Absolutely. Are you kidding me? It comes out tomorrow and I'm just going to be doing the fucking because I swerve when I drive. Yeah, dude. And like he's just saying like Hangman, I told you this wasn't personal. Now you made it personal.
Right.
And let's go. I love when shit gets to that personal level. Let's have a fight, God damn it.
I like it when Hangman shoots on somebody in a ring and he takes it real personal.
Well, that's because he's an empty-headed dumb fuck and almost cost AEW their first $1 million gate.
Right.
And Phil was there. He's trying to run a fucking business.
That's right.
And what fucking nerve does Hangman Adam Page have to go into business for himself, talk about workers' rights, when his bullshit friends couldn't run a fucking Target? I miss Phil. Me and Marcus had an event session. I miss Phil.
All right.
I need Phil back.
Okay.
I need him back in my life.
Everybody needs problematic people in their lives.
Yeah, listen, we all enjoy a messy bitch, all right?
Guess that's true.
I just like enjoy a messy bitch who's really good at pro wrestling. Here's where the stinger comes out.
Yes.
And here's where everyone's collective fear kicked in all at once.
It was so weird because like almost immediately I was like, no.
Yeah.
I think I even put in the Discord, I was like, if Stinger comes out and announces retirement, I'm gonna cry.
On a random Dynamite.
Yeah.
Well, he talks about it and says, my first match with AEW was Revolution 2021. My last match in my career is AEW Revolution 2024.
Yep.
So that is going to be the end of Sting.
Yeah, 5 months from now.
So, and you know, I kind of had this feeling of like, okay,
Yeah.
it's fine, it's okay.
It's time.
You know what it reminded me of, honestly?
Yeah.
It reminded me of the second time when LeBron left Cleveland to go to LA, and nobody was mad.
Yeah.
Like, you came back, you won a championship. Like, you took us to the finals all these years. Like, it's okay. We understand.
Yeah.
You know, and that's how I felt for Sting. Like, you're going to be 65 in March.
Right. This isn't a guy going out like a career cut short.
No, like,
This is a guy who's been on extra time.
you're going to be 65. You know, you got the shit WWE retirement forced on you. Ever since you've been in AEW, there hasn't been anything that he's done where I've been like, eh.
Right.
No, everything's been incredible because it's fucking Sting.
We got to see him jump off a balcony.
Yeah, man.
It's
we got to see
awesome.
him jump off a balcony.
Right.
We got to see him no-sell double super kicks from the Young Bucks and then murder them.
That's right.
We got to see the man jump off ladders through tables. I remember when he got double put through a table by 2.0.
Right.
And he just immediately stood up and no soul.
Right.
Everything he does.
Yeah.
So fucking cool, man.
His signature coffin.
Yeah, his signature coffin. Who could forget? Him hanging with Darby and CM Punk, and we got robbed of that goddamn 3-pack.
Right.
It's so bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude.
His run has been so much fun.
It's been great.
You know, let the man retire, let him be done. It doesn't mean I'm not gonna be sad about it, but like it's time.
It's the Stinger.
It's the Stinger.
Yeah.
His last match has to be against Darby.
Yeah, it
can't be any other way.
It has to.
There's nobody else from like his time that would like go out against the classic. There's nobody.
Yeah.
He's 65 years old.
I did see somebody tweet last night. It made me real happy. They're like, I hope he goes the Muda route and retires each version of Sting. And so he's like, I will be in the house if he goes goatee Wolfpack.
Right,
Sting.
goatee. This is goatee Wolfpack, the North Carolina retirement.
Then he cuts his hair finally for one last Bugs cut, and it's blonde, and he comes out as Surfer Sting.
Yeah. I'm fine with it. And then this Master Blaster retirement.
Hey, he wasn't a Master
Or not Master Blaster. What the fuck was he with?
Blade Runner.
Blade Runner.
Remember
Nash was
they're
Master.
making that action figure of him as a Blade Runner?
Super weird.
I gotta buy it. Sting.
Yeah.
I fucking love Sting.
But yeah, that would be hilarious.
Oh, man. So, yeah.
Jeff Farmer's going to have to retire now, though, too. So
Fake Sting?
Yeah.
Isn't he dead?
I don't know, is he? No, fake
No,
Razor's
fake
dead.
Diesel's. Or not fake, yeah, fake Diesel. Fake Diesel's a piece of shit.
Right.
Fake
so
Razor's dead.
The world would be
That's
better
right.
off if fake Diesel was dead, but fake Razor, Rick Bogner died.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So this leads us to Gone with the Storm.
And here is the AEW's best character, that as I mentioned earlier.
yeah.
Toni Storm,
Incredible.
killing it. The striped top that she's wearing like messed with my eyes a little bit at first.
Oh, is that what it did?
And then I focused and got the job done. But
Spooky Ghost.
So this was hilarious. Full in this time, wasn't tricked by anything. I even muted my TV so that I didn't hear the commercials, so I can watch it the way the Lord intended. But when RJ City offers her everything in a pearl necklace, and then she like smacks him, and he says, "I meant the jewelry." It's amazing television.
RJ City has to have a hand in these.
Yeah,
like there's no way he doesn't.
He has to.
He just knows weird old pop culture stuff. He just has to.
Absolutely fantastic. When she puts the banana in her waistband, like they're just doing little silly things.
When she takes a bite out of the banana with the fucking peel still on it, like, oh my god!
And she's like, "That's great." Like you can see her talking like with her mouth full.
So fucking
amazing. Funny. She's the fucking best. I love her so much.
Yeah. Oh, it's so much fun.
Yeah, they're just such great little segments. And that's the thing, you don't have a match lined up for her. For whatever reason, you still just want to do one women's match a week. Yeah. Keep running these.
So for the best segment of the night,
yes,
to the fucking worst.
JR sit down.
Terrible.
Yeah, it's awful.
This was, and so I think it was,
JR knew it too, which is the worst part.
Like Mike brought up last night, like about the Roddy. Mm-hmm. And Cole stuff, it's feeling very like Impact-y.
Sure.
Like Impact Wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
This was pure Impact Wrestling.
Yeah.
This sucked.
This was like not Christian when he enters is
that
good.
That man tried to save
Can't save it.
You ain't saving this.
I'm not saving it.
Like Nick Wayne's mom, real bad actor. Nick Wayne, not a great actor. JR didn't give a
shit. Right.
I did laugh when
he's
like,
actively bothered at having to do these things now.
Yeah, it just wasn't good.
No.
The best part is Darby beating up Christian and
right.
Nick Wayne and busting Nick Wayne's tooth.
Mm-hmm.
And then Sting coming out to help.
Which the
Darby
camera didn't even zoom in on. They should have zoomed in on Nick Wayne's face.
Such an opportunity.
So much shit missed there.
Yeah, but this was just not.
Yeah, it wasn't very good.
It was a very bad misstep in the whole Christian stuff.
Yeah, and it's fine. In the long scheme of things, nobody's gonna care.
They won't.
But yeah, again, I like Nick Wayne's role in this because it ties into like I'm your dad now and all that.
Yeah.
But I don't understand the appeal.
Yeah, not for me, man.
Of the Nick Waynes of the world. Like I don't know why Nick Wayne is this sought after. Was this sought after free agent for AEW?
I'm fine with him. I'm fine with him now. Yeah. Like because he's getting a little character development at least.
Yeah.
I forget who was tweeted out a picture of Raven with Sandman's kid. It's like Christian and Nick Wayne.
Oh Jesus.
But yeah, it just wasn't for me. Then the Battle Royal happens as the main event.
They gave it like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Super weird. They did entrances for some people. Yeah, it's super weird. We get the Battle of the Belts thing. We're getting Stat Willow, which is cool.
Yeah.
And then we're getting OC versus the winner of Kip Sabian, John Silver, or Brother Zay. Like, really lining up the talent.
Listen, man, I like the meat, man.
I hope it better be John Silver, but it's not gonna be. Yeah, you saw spoilers. Okay.
What?
That's good.
No.
That's good.
But yeah, just nah.
Yeah.
When they were all
that'll be a good match.
When they were all standing there with the belts, I thought, best friends don't have belts. It's gonna be them versus Starks and Big Bill.
Yeah.
They ain't gonna win. But they'd be, throw them a bone a little bit, have them on TV.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just have like zero fucking interest. Right. I'll watch Stat Willow because it's
I'll watch
really
Stat
good.
Willow. I'll watch OC because I always do.
Willow ain't gonna win.
No, right. It's not happening.
These shows are just pointless to me.
It's super pointless.
Yeah.
The Battle Royal.
Yeah, Juice wins.
It's fine. We all knew Juice was going to win.
Foregone conclusion.
The funniest thing when MJF pays Dustin $50 to Shattered Dreams Juice.
Yeah.
Switchblade jumps MJF while he's on commentary. That's fine. I like all that sort of continuation and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was... So it's okay. They only give it like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Poor Dustin Rhodes in his home state just sort of knocking. They just wheel the old man out and does nothing.
I mean, at this point.
Yeah, I know. I know. But yeah, very weird.
Yeah, it just wasn't it just happened.
Right.
Battle Royals are tough.
Battle Royals are tough. They've been running this Diamond Ring thing now. This is the 5th year of it. Max has won it every year.
Yeah.
Unless they do something real fucking stupid, Max keeps the ring this year.
Fucking better.
Or maybe not. They might go the we're taking everything from Max sort of thing. I don't know.
Fucking better win it, man.
But like I think that still, even though they walked away from the quarter things, rightfully so, that I think it's just MJF dog walking Juice next week.
Yeah. What I've said to you, he needs to beat the fucking shit out of him.
Yes.
I want a beat down. I want Juice bloody.
Right.
I want Max having to be pulled off of him.
Right.
That's what it should be.
Yeah, for sure.
Especially in Philly.
Yeah, if you're in Philly, you gotta do it right.
I want very minimal offense from Juice.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
So, I mean, that's all the American stuff this week.
That's it. That's everything. That's AEW and WWE are 3.
So, is this where we're going to hear from Mr. Terry Funk?
I have a Terry Funk bit. You've already heard it. We're going to play it here in honor of... we didn't really talk about this, but it was announced on the internet that Eddie versus Jeff Jarrett.
Oh, yeah.
Is it Collision?
Memphis Street Fight.
A Memphis Street Fight.
They're going to Memphis Fireball. Otherwise, I'm going to be...
So I'm gonna cut to Terry Funk, and he's gonna tell you what he thinks about Memphis.
Go with it.
I was robbed. I was robbed from the World's Championship by Jerry Lawler in Fargo. Because you must understand that ignorance clings together. Can't you understand that? You people in Memphis, of anybody, should be able to understand that, because you are nothing but a bunch of ignorant pigs, just like what was in the ring with me. I couldn't believe it when Lawler came to the ring with what? Was he thinking about the World's Championship, or was he thinking about the night a little bit later on? Did you see that ugly broad that he brought to the ringside? I'm talking about that one with that sparrow cleavage, the one with the splinter legs, the one that looked like a dog. Where did he find her? At the Miss Tennessee contest, I'll bet. That's the kind of people that enter the Tennessee contest. But what happened? Fargo came in right behind her, and if that isn't a prime example for a cardiac arrest, I've never seen any. So you bring that old, decrepit, old piece of junk and garbage and put him into the ring with a fine athlete like myself, and what does he do? He steals the World's Championship belt from me. And what does that do to professional wrestling? It puts it down the tubes. It puts it in the basement. It puts it in the cellar. It puts it in the sewer. And there's nothing worse than the Memphis sewer. And that's the Mid-South Coliseum, is the Memphis sewer. But I'm coming back to the sewer to battle with the rats and the slime and the scum. And the rats and the slime and the scum are nothing more than 4 Tennessee perverts. They're going to be going in the ring against the Texas Connection, the Texas Outlaws. That's right, the Funker himself. You simple-minded people know me. I'm the best in the world. And I'm going to have Pritchard on my side, and I'm going to have Emery, and I'm going to have that devious moron. What is his name? That devious moron, that Japanese goof. How could I be better off than having a Japanese goof in my corner? We're going to be in a cage match. That's exactly right. And we are going to take care of each and every one of them. Now let me tell you something. All of you jerks, all of you idiots, all of you fools, all of you fat slobs, all of you pigs, come on down to the Coliseum, and you can oink for your group, but it's not going to go do any good. Oink for them. Oink, oink. Grunt like a pig, because you look like a pig.
And we've landed.
Scared me there.
But we didn't land where we normally land.
No.
We landed in we thought we were going to Japan.
Yeah, Japan by way of the UK.
Right. We're in the land of the British.
Yes.
The British Empire.
Brits. Yeah, them.
Because New Japan ran New Japan Royal Quest 3.
That's true.
And the first one to air on Rev Pros on demand.
Yeah.
Not on in New Japan World.
Wish it wasn't.
Yeah, because it was shot like in a potato.
Yeah, it looks like somebody filmed it with a shoe.
The main angle was real good.
Yes, just the hard cam
the around
angle?
camera angles were the one was real washed out. Yeah,
Yeah.
didn't love that.
I watched 2 matches from this.
I watched, I'll say 2.5.
What's your half?
The Eddie tag match.
Yeah.
So it's not great.
No.
It was really just a feature for that Michael Oku. Mm-hmm. But everyone was talking about Eddie's ovation. Eddie brought it up on his thing.
Cheered real hard.
Right. Yeah, Eddie put out a video like just talking about the love that he got and like the ovation and how he's double champ, so he wants to go back when he's able to. And I thought that was really cool. So I wanted to watch this match to see that and just to see what it was. Mm-hmm. Remember last week we said we watched that Tanahashi match and we were like, man, Tanahashi looks great.
How do you look here?
Not good. Maybe he might have had that last one because he was those knees were creaking. Yeah. Eddie plays the hits. He does like 3 things in the match, 3-4 things. Sure. He gets hit by friendly fire, and Michael Oku beats TJP. They all come out like him. Tana and Eddie come out to Michael Oku's music. He hits Eddie like by accident, but he gets the pin. Like he's the Rev Pro champion or whatever.
Yeah,
so like
I know he's the big star over
clearly there. This was the feature. But Eddie, like the whole match, everybody's cheering for Eddie. Good. Freaking out, like just loved him. So I watched some of that and I was like, okay, I know what this match is. And just fast forward to the Eddie parts. Because it's them against the United Empire. So like, I want to see Eddie wrestle Cobb. I want to see Eddie Hanare because that's happening in Vegas.
Yeah.
So I was just interested in that. He didn't get much, but it is what it is. The last 2 matches on this card, though.
Oh, brother.
Are the talk of the town, the toast of the town, if you will. First being Shingo Takagi versus Big Tom, the Stone Pitbull, Tomohiro Ishii.
I could watch these motherfuckers wrestle every day.
So this is the 7th time they're meeting. Mm-hmm. Shingo has won 5 of the 6 so far.
That's upsetting.
Ishii has won 1. And they've never faced each other outside of New Japan or outside of Japan.
Okay.
This was, I guess, Ishii was champ in Rev Pro or something for a little while.
British heavyweight champ, and I loved how much Chris Charlton put that over on commentary.
So, like, this is a big match for Shingo because, unlike in regular New Japan, Ishii in the UK is treated like the fucking Stone Cold Killer that he is.
Absolutely, yeah.
And this ruled. Lots of people talking about this.
I loved it so much.
I will watch this all the time. Yep. Every time you give this to me, I will watch it. Yeah. This has become a nice little rivalry. They bring out the best in each other. They're similar in a way. It's funny that like Shingo started his career as like a junior and then went up to heavyweight, but he's bigger than Ishii.
Sure is.
But Ishii is Big Tom, so nobody cares. It's all about attitude, not the size of the dog and the fight.
It's all about being a stone tip.
Fighting the dog.
Tough and hard.
So like this match is great. They're beating the shit out of each other. And then they just decide they're going to trade backdrop suplexes, and that's when like the pants came off, and I was like, all right, we're doing this. This is how this happens. We're just out of my dreams. And then Ishii kicks out of a Made in Japan at like the absolute last millisecond.
2.99.
Yeah. And then,
dude,
the pumping bomber,
brother,
that sounded like the crack of a Singapore cane.
It sounded like a fucking gunshot.
I don't understand. Like, I understand a chop. I understand a lariat and a clothesline, and I know the idea of a pumping bomber. Like, I seen it. I don't know how to do it.
Yeah.
But I see it. And it sounded like a firework. Like, it was an insane noise.
He drove through Ishii's chest.
Yes.
And like, I think it's Charlton said, he goes, oh my God, it sounded like he just hit Ishii with a baseball bat.
It sounded like a gunshot that could crack from a Singapore cane. It was really wild. And then he picks up Ishii to give him a sheer drop brainbuster, which is Ishii's move. And Ishii kicks out at 1. Because he's a son of a bitch.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is fucking wild.
Yeah.
And then Ishii gets killed with the last of the dragon.
Way
and
better than that Ishii match against that British guy. Remember people were trying to tout that as like one of the best?
Way better.
This is way better.
And like Ishii doesn't win a ton of matches these days.
No, he doesn't.
He doesn't need to.
No.
But there's nobody that looks better in losing than Tomohiro Ishii.
I got a little sad during this match.
Yeah?
So Ishii's he's wearing the knee wrap.
Uh-huh.
He's wearing the big elbow pad.
He's had the elbow pad for a long time.
I noticed he was wearing like a back pad too.
Was he?
Yeah.
He usually has the K-tape on his back.
He's wearing the old pad and the tights. I noticed it. I went...
Charlton does say on commentary that, like, while you see the stuff that Ishii's wrapped up in, he doesn't know Ishii wrestling without some sort of injury.
Of course, but like the reality of it, I was like, oh,
right,
man.
and that's why he's losing so much.
And he took that massive superplex,
right? That huge, right? And he's not a young man.
No, he's not.
You know, and he, he's been around a while.
Yeah.
But, I mean, he's 47 years old.
It's going to be a sad day when he hangs it up.
Absolutely.
But goddamn do I love Tomohiro Ishii.
But, I mean, we're looking at a guy who debuted in 1996.
Yeah.
So he's closer to 30 years in the business than not. This is a guy who was fired by Denver for being too small. At any moment when Ishii hangs it up, I will stand in my own living room and give him a round of applause and shed a tear.
Yeah.
But I will never be like, this, you didn't give me enough.
No, it's always very believable that he's going to murder someone.
Right. He can win any of these matches.
Absolutely, yeah.
If it was me, I'd give him a run, even a short run with the IWGP. I think he more than deserves it. I think the fans more than love him for
Listen, if fucking Evil got a run with it.
Exactly. But the fact that no matter who has what down the line, and then this is going to be a segue, no matter who has it down the line, no matter how many defenses they have of it, no matter how many times they hold that belt, the never open belt will be Ishii's belt.
Well, for right now, it's Tama Tonga's belt.
And I don't give a flying fuck.
Nope, I really hope Shingo beats him for this belt.
Tama Tonga, every time he comes out with a belt, is the most unthrilling professional wrestler on the planet.
Yeah, and he was kind of promo to the crowd about challenging Shingo, and the crowd was just kind of shitting on Tama Tonga.
He brings...
Because it's Shingo. Right. You just saw Shingo have a match with Ishii.
But Tama brings no intrigue. We know the top line of his delivery. We know that he can't deliver what we just saw.
Yeah.
You know he can't match Ishii or Shingo on his best day. Yeah. He's not a bad wrestler, but he's not the caliber of these guys. And I know you can't just trade the never belt back and forth between the two guys who are the best at it. But like,
why not?
But right. But like, Tama Tonga ain't it, and he ain't ever gonna be it.
Nope.
I don't give a shit. So I'm just like, when he comes out, I'm like, oh man, he's got this fucking belt again. He beat Finlay for it, I guess. Mm-hmm. Which is Finlay with it might be even worse.
Yeah.
But I'm just there's no interest. At least with Finlay, I'm like, okay, what are they gonna do with him? And like, I've seen Finlay turn it on. Tama, I've just never been impressed. He's fine. He's a better tag wrestler than he is anything.
And he's not even great.
And he's not even that great at that.
But yeah, dude, this was fucking outstanding.
This match rocked. Right. It's exactly what you get, and it fucking rules.
Was very pumped about it.
Yes.
Main event time.
Yes.
For the IWGP UK title.
I guess so.
Question mark?
Yes.
Will Ospreay, Zack Sabre Jr.
Yes. I have no notes.
This was like two gods of the UK.
Yes.
Coming out. Like their pops were insane. Man. This was a cool atmosphere to see them in front of their home fans in the UK.
Yeah. Crazy to see the clips of like them as like young boys. Right? Not young boys, but young boys, young men.
Sabre was like being just skinny and pale, this big emo swoop. Like Ospreay being like skin and bones, you know?
Yeah, funny.
This fucking rocked, man.
Yeah, this is the match of the year contender, I think.
I agree.
And
I think we're going to be talking about this one at the end of the year.
I have no notes for this because I just straight up watched it.
Yep.
And I will tell you that this, I'd have to think about it and I'd have to review some tape, but this might be my favorite Will Ospreay match of all time.
It's It's so fucking sad because this is probably my third favorite Will Ospreay match of this year.
Yeah.
Maybe fourth.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I love Saber.
Oh, me too.
And I love watching him clash styles with people. And him with Ospreay here in front of this, like when they were getting their introductions, you just saw the smiles on their faces.
Yeah, they both couldn't help it, you know.
But like just watching Saber match up against this style and do what he does against Ospreay, that's a lot different than when he does it with Ishii or Shingo or any of these other guys. Like Ospreay's a different animal. And yeah, I was just like, man, this is really fucking good.
Yeah.
It's fast paced from the beginning. Ospreay handled his own doing the chain wrestling stuff.
That's what I think was the most surprising thing about it.
Right,
he was actually very good at the chain wrestling,
and they did it right. Where he held his own until he got caught because that's because Zack Saber's going to catch you. But yeah, this was really good. Saber. Very convincing that like maybe he was going to win this one, and when he kicks out of a Stormbreaker or gets out of a Stormbreaker, whatever it was, stuff like that. I'm like, okay. At any point, like, and that's the thing, like we all kind of think that Ospreay is going to have this belt for a while, and he's not looking to lose it. But Saber's one of those guys where you're like, I mean, again, they're not going to put double gold on him, but you're like, it could happen though.
Yeah, like if Saber beats Ospreay, I'm not going to be shocked.
Yeah, right. It could happen. Yeah. So,
what a fucking year for Will Ospreay.
Yeah, I mean this is
and it's not done.
This is his coming out year. I mean, he was already a giant star before this year, but this is the year that I think he proved and is proving to the world as a whole that he's more than just a beefed up flippy guy, more than just a spot machine, more than just a discount Omega kind of thing. Like he's like going out there and having these fucking bangers, and they're real good.
Yeah.
And he's just putting on great matches, keeping his mouth shut, and he's gonna get a lot of fucking money at the end of this year.
Well, and like you said, man, he's like, listen, I was a dumb young fucking idiot.
Right, exactly.
I've grown up,
right.
and like I know he's very open about his mental health and stuff, and
for sure,
and but listen, man, if you're young, I get it, dude. We were fucking young and made dumb mistakes, I still make mistakes, but like, I can't hold.
I'll tell you stories that get this podcast canceled about me.
Same, like it's just
so
it is what it is. But you can, like, it seems like he's matured in his personal life,
right,
and his professional fucking wrestling is just
off absolutely
the charts for me.
Yes.
God damn, he's so fucking good. Yeah, I agree. I think we're gonna be talking about this one at the end of the year.
And he's gonna get a lot of money. I think Ospreay's he's getting that bank come the end of the year because I don't see how AEW doesn't unload that truck.
They're going to.
I think after this Wrestle Kingdom, New Japan's gonna finish a lot of stuff up, and they're gonna be in a different place because like they better hope these Three Musketeers are fucking ready. Because I think the bag is coming to a lot of the talent that don't maybe want to live in Japan or want to work a different schedule and live over here.
Yeah.
They're going to get the money, and it's not that they can't work New Japan. It's just that you can't engage them in year-long things or 6-month things because they're going to be on regular TV.
Yeah,
American TV, regular TV. Like I'm an asshole.
I agree. I think AEW's going to have to back up the truck.
Yep.
It's just. It is what it is, man. This dude, he can go wherever the fuck he wants, really.
Absolutely.
Whatever he wants to do, you're going to have to pay him, no doubt. God damn, he's so
Do you think WWE makes a run at him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they do, but I don't think he's going to be interested.
I don't think he'd be interested either. I don't think he has that reverence.
No. I know there was a while ago when like Heyman offered him like a deal there, and he turned it down.
I don't think he has the reverence for WWE, and also I think his style would have to change so much to work in that company.
Yeah, he would have to tone it down.
Can't work Ricochet forever.
No, he would have to turn it down.
Yeah. He would definitely have to, and I think he's a guy who likes going out there being flashy and doing these holy shit moments.
See, like, it's cool because like watching the evolution of this dude though, like, yeah, he used to be one of the flippy dudes with Ricochet, you know?
Sure, yeah.
Like, he can still do those things, but he doesn't rely on it anymore. He's become like just a good heavyweight pro wrestler at this point.
For sure.
You know, with the Stormbreaker, the Tiger Driver, the Hidden Blade, like
the parallels to Omega, while overdone, are pretty accurate.
Yeah.
It's just what it is.
yeah, 100%, man.
So
that's literally it.
that's it.
There's nothing else going on outside of America this week.
No, we're gonna be in a New Japan drought until the junior tag league's over, and probably the heavyweight tag league. Stardom's running a tag league.
Yeah.
So we'll see what those matches
tag
look
league
like.
season, baby.
Apparently. What the fuck is there a mosquito in my house?
Yeah, it's just hanging on.
see it.
It's not even on the table.
No, it landed upside on underneath the
That
mic
was
wire.
fucking weird. You should squash its head. So yeah, death. What were your matches? For
Oh
this week?
well.
I feel like we're gonna.
I mean, Ospreay, Zack Sabre,
Yeah.
and Dragon Christian.
Yep. Same.
Yeah,
All right,
there's
then
nothing
I
else.
figured that was there.
There's a lot of other matches. I think that AEW did some really good matches again, but Christian Psychology just beats Penta Switch is real good.
Even Fletcher Omega was real.
Fletcher
good.
Omega's
But
real good.
that match
Dragon
was
Christian
just
was
different
where
level.
it's at for sure. But yeah, we're a little bit of a drought with New Japan.
Yeah.
Noah's got some stuff coming up, but once Nakajima leaves, I'm even less interested in that company.
for real,
and I'm not going to watch Keno team with Alpha Wolf. I don't care how much money you fucking pay me.
Yeah, I'm good.
But Keno is hopefully going to win that title off of Jake Lee. I don't
January 1st.
fucking know.
Yeah.
Is that when they're doing it?
So why would you do it before?
That's true.
You know.
I guess. But
Yeah, I mean. That's,
yeah. So we'll see. Tokyo Joshi Pro's out there, but we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens. Maybe we'll be in Philly next week. We're reporting about a live
Isn't it
Dynamite
a couple weeks
Rampage.
coming up at DDT. They have that show. Jericho's going to be on it.
Oh yeah, probably.
Jericho Takeshita.
Yeah. So we'll find stuff, but nobody's going to complain about shorter podcasts from anybody, let alone the two of
Did
us.
you buy anything this week?
Ah, fuck. I did. I bought the AEW 4-pack. I pre-ordered it off Amazon.
You bought that?
I did.
Why?
Because it has OC with the
belt.
The belt.
Okay.
And I thought that because it is one of 3,000, when it gets here, if I'm like,
How accurate are those numbers?
I have no idea.
Okay.
But I think because it keeps coming and going off Amazon, it's not up. It's up for
people are canceling their orders.
No, I think that. I don't know, but they went up for a little bit and then disappeared and then went back up.
Yeah.
I think there'll be enough people really wanting it that when I get it, if I decide that I don't want to open it just for the OC and get rid of the other three, because it's such a fucking out of date thing. MJF is in there, but Wardlow and fucking Thunder Rosa.
Yeah.
But I think there'll be enough people that if I regret my decision between now and then, I can cancel it because it's a pre-order, and I'd just sell it. I was just like, it's OC with this belt that although the belt changed, I think it's the All Atlantic, right?
I think so, because I think the only one coming. No. What's the belt now?
The international.
Okay, because I thought the pack coming with the Death Triangle was going to have the All Atlantic.
Yeah, he has a belt.
I don't know.
But I love OC. It's with the belt. So I was like, if I get it and I'm like, okay, I'm going to open this fucker up just for Orange Cassidy and sell everybody else. Or maybe I'm like, do I really need this? I can bounce it. So I did.
I understand.
I did buy it.
All right. Else or no?
No.
Okay. I didn't buy
No.
anything. I kept seeing a dude in the major group.
Mm-hmm.
He posts incessantly.
Yeah.
With his sale posts.
Mm-hmm.
And I was going to message him because he had something up.
Okay.
And I was like, I was going to offer him
Yeah.
$5 less.
Okay.
And then he, an hour later, he puts up the same post and the price has dropped.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, fuck yeah, here we go. $15 shipped.
Yeah.
And by the time I saw it, already sold.
It wasn't.
Friday the 13th, part 6.
I almost bought that and was going to wrap it for Christmas.
Oh, dude, $15.
Yeah, I know. I saw it at 20 and I was like, holy shit.
It was 20. I was like, I'm going to message him and offer him 15.
Yeah.
I'm like, because this guy just wants to get rid of shit and nobody's biting. And then I saw he put the post up for 15 and I went and scrolled. I was like, fuck yeah.
I saw it for
Somebody
20
already
as soon as he posted it.
Yeah.
And I was like, that I should buy it for Brett for Christmas. But I was like, it's his favorite though. How does he not have it?
I don't.
So then
the only NECA I have
are
is
the ones that I got you. Yeah.
Every time, man, I want to buy them, and it's just something about me. I just can't do it.
I've held all the Evil Dead ones in my hands like 90 fucking times.
That Halloween 3 pack with like the Silver Shamrock mask. I would have bought it that day at Target if the fucking front cover wasn't ripped.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is my favorite.
Yep. Yeah.
It's my favorite Friday the 13th.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I watched it last weekend.
It's a good one. I watched Jason Takes Manhattan, which is underrated, man.
Dude, listen, that guy tries to shoot a fair one with Jason. I'll always have respect for him.
It's one of the funniest kills in the whole fucking franchise.
He knocks his head clean off.
Yep, and then the camera switches POV to the dude's head as it tumbles off the fucking building.
It's so good.
I've always really liked that movie.
You know, I like it. It gets hate, and I don't understand.
It does not. It's not as bad as 5.
I was saying, what do you want to do? Go watch fucking.
And
5.
If you ever tell me that Jason Goes to Hell is a better movie than Jason Takes Manhattan,
get away from.
You can rot right in fucking hell.
No,
eat shit and live.
That movie sucks. Remember watching that at like
it's
2
so
o'clock in
fucking
the
bad,
morning?
dude.
Oh, I hate that movie.
It's so bad.
Hey, let's have a Jason movie with literally no Jason.
But I watched Jason Takes Manhattan. And I was like, this movie is
great.
Ridiculously fun. It's no less absurd than any of the other ones. Maybe it's a little more.
So, okay.
But,
so, what? I mean, I have a feeling I know what your favorite one is. Yeah, 4?
Yeah, 4.
Okay. I'm going to take you as a 3 guy.
3 has the best theme song.
Okay.
But I don't know that 3 is necessarily my favorite of the movies. But I do love 3.
Okay. So what are your top 3? So 4?
4.
So 4 is...
It's Crispin Glover.
Yeah, but what's the tag? Like the tag?
Oh, which one's... I don't know any of the it's not New Blood.
No, because New Blood is...
Is that 5?
I thought New Blood's... What's 7? Doug's screaming right now.
He's having a fucking heart attack.
I'm sorry, Doug. Okay, so you have 1, you have 2, you have 3 is just part 3, 3D.
Yeah, hold on.
Part 4, I can't think of the name. The final chapter.
Yeah.
Yeah, part 4 is final chapter. Part 5 is New Beginning.
New Beginning, yes.
Part 6, Jason Lives. Part 7.
Final chapter, New Beginning, Jason Lives.
And part
New
7
Blood is
7.
Yes, you're right.
Okay.
New Blood is the psychic lady. I don't love that one either.
Yeah.
I take Jason Takes Manhattan over that one too.
Yeah, because then it's Manhattan, and that bullshit Jason Goes to Hell,
Right?
And then the greatest goddamn movie ever made, Jason X.
The only movie that's even comes close to being as maligned as Jason Takes Manhattan is Jason X, and you're all fucking wrong. That movie rules.
Remember, we were real pissed that one night when your friend's friend was here, and we were like he's like. Jason X, whatever. Like, no, it's the best fucking movie.
Right? How dare you? Jason X rocks.
So what's your top 3? So part 4,
4, 6, 3. I think is my top 3.
Okay, I'm probably 6, 3. I kind of want to say Jason X. No, 6, 3. Maybe 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's the first time you see.
Right. They're great.
Yeah.
But like if the thing is like 1 and 2 are probably they're better movies, like better more successful horror movies than the rest of them. But if you lay them all out in front of me and like what one do you want to watch? 1 and 2 almost never get picked.
Dude, I rarely watch 1.
Right. And it's great. But
fantastic.
Like I want the maximum ridiculousness. I want everything fucking turned up. Dude, I love part 6.
Yeah, it's like my favorite opening, my favorite fucking title scene.
Well, yeah, because it's Arnold Horshack and the stab in the grave. It's the first zombie Jason.
Yeah, man.
6 does rule.
Dude, it's so fucking good.
4 is just I love 4. The Crispin Glover dance.
Yeah.
It's got like weird, stupid jokes in it, and like but
yeah.
And I love 3's that great theme song.
3's a great theme song, and I just have a place in my heart for it.
Right.
Because literally, that's the last thing we did. The world was,
and it was incredible.
Yeah.
So
seeing it on the screen in 3D with normal glasses, not the red and blue shit, was the fucking coolest, man.
And that's the thing. Like if you lay them all in front of me, and like there's not one that I really dislike other than Jason Goes to Hell.
Yeah,
like seriously, like I will avoid Jason Goes to Hell. I would probably also never pick New Blood to watch on my own.
Me neither.
If we're watching in order or so we're going somewhere, I'll watch it, but it's never one that I pick.
I agree.
But like I will always like it's always 4, 6, or 3 that and Jason Takes Manhattan too. I love that one too. But overwatching that one might become a little bit too much. But yeah, 4, 6, and 3. That's always like I will love every single one of them, no matter what one comes on. I'm always like, cool, let's do it.
Yeah,
those are always the best.
I watched The Lost Boys last night.
I saw.
I don't know why. I was just like, I love that movie, man. I just love it.
You want me to really piss Doug off? I like not love The Lost Boys.
You're gonna fucking piss me off. Don't worry about Doug.
It's really good. But it's never anything that I'm like. Well, of course I like all that shit, and like that dude's
soundtrack is
that dude's playing somewhere.
Yeah, he's at Mahoney.
Is it Mahoney? Oh, is that
the closer?
Oh, it's the closer. Right,
he's doing the concert.
Right, and I've thought about like going to that.
Going around the bonfire. It's next Sunday.
Is it next Sunday? Yeah. Maybe we'll see what the weather. Maybe we'll.
I think I'll be in Philly.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's right. But yeah, it's not something like I if it's on TV, I'm like, oh cool, Lost Boys is on. But it's not something I ever seek out. Like I don't have the reverence for it like a lot of people do. It wasn't something I grew up with. I didn't see Lost Boys until like I saw Lost Boys when I was young.
Yeah.
But like I had seen like a lot of other horror movies before I ever saw Lost Boys. So I just don't have that like high holy reverence for it. It's awesome, but I don't have that high holy reverence for it.
I know you only give it a 3.5 on Letterboxd.
Is that what I only give it a 3.5?
Yeah.
It probably deserves a 4, maybe.
How fucking dare you? You need to go back and watch it again and relog it.
All right.
You don't change it now on the fly.
Oh, I'm not gonna
I'll expose you.
No, I'm not. I want to read my review. That's what I was going to do.
Yeah, man, I love The Lost Boys.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, every time I see What's-His-Face now, all I think about is fucking Wings.
Who?
The fucking, he was the architect on Wings.
Oh, right. Yeah.
What was his name of the movie?
Whatever.
Max.
Yeah, whatever. But he's also like he's in Overboard. He's Richie Rich's dad and Macaulay Culkin, Richie Rich. Let's see. Oh, yeah, I only gave it 3.5 stars. And my 3.5 stars. This is how fucking brutal I am. This was 2 years ago. I was rating stuff real nasty when I was watching pandemic movies.
How dare you?
A classic, such a great twist that is insane that it snuck past us. Jason Patrick is so goddamn.
I mean,
handsome.
he's a fucking dreamboat.
Dreamboat, absolutely, and that's the kid of Father Merrin from The Exorcist. So there you go.
So crazy.
But yeah, all right, let's get out of here. That's the end of that's the end of a wrestling podcast.
I just want to talk horror movies at this point.
But thanks for listening, everybody. We'll be back next week with more wrestling of the week. We'll figure out what all that is, and hopefully nothing collapses or explodes in the wrestling world until we get there. But thanks for listening. You can find us online at WeNeedWrestling, WeNeedWrestling.com, WeNeedWrestling@gmail.com. We're a proud member of the Soon to Be Named Network at STBN Network on Twitter, soon-to-be-named-network.com, soon-to-be-named-network.tumblr.com. Tons of shows there. Half of them are off this week.
Yeah, I know, right?
At odds with wrestling, but it's off this week. Adam has stuff up on the Patreon. I don't know, patreon.com/@odds maybe. I don't know.
I think so.
Adam's on the A Show. Is it still called the A Show? I don't know. Long Box Heroes recorded early, so you got an episode of that. Our other show, Wings on Wings. Final Wrestling Place. Hayabusa.
Oh, Hayabusa.
I wonder if Ed, did you like Monster Squad? Let us know.
I didn't watch it yet.
You didn't watch it yet?
I'm going to watch Monster Squad for Ed.
Okay. I have it on Blu-ray, I think, in there. Do
you have Near Dark?
No.
It's not streaming anywhere.
It's not streaming anywhere?
No.
Do I own Near Dark?
I went to, because I was going to watch the Near Dark yesterday.
Yeah.
But it's not streaming anywhere.
That's a great vampire movie.
Dude, I'm so bummed out.
Yeah, that's
I wanted
weird.
to watch it.
Huh. I'm shocked.
I'm on a bit of a vampire kick.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have some vampire movies I want to watch.
Yeah, you want to watch the subspecies movies like I'm watching? No.
Fuck no.
You certainly
I'm
don't.
going to watch Vamp.
Oh, Vamp's on my list.
Yeah.
It's a silly one.
Yeah, I want to watch it. What else? I also want to go back and watch Bram Stoker's Dracula.
It's good.
Very 90s.
Visually, it's really nice.
Yeah. It's also like 2 hours.
It is.
long.
Gary Oldman's performance is very good.
Yeah.
Bliss. Michelle and I watched that like 2 years ago. That's sort of an artsy, independent vampire-esque film. That's real good. Should watch that one.
I watched a real bad one last year. I remember it was in black and white, and I was like, "Oh, this is going to be like okay." And it's ended up sucking. Yeah. I had a few things. I wanted to watch Vamp, Last Man on Earth, the 1964 movie.
Okay, like the Vincent Price.
Yeah,
it's great.
Yeah, I never watched.
Oh, it's awesome.
Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Okay.
I might get in like From Dusk Till Dawn. And
that's a great one too.
Yeah, I mean I've seen them.
Yeah, for sure.
I never like. I've seen half of Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, it's just long. But yeah, Near Dark's not anywhere on streaming.
That's crazy.
I know, dude. I was very surprised by that.
Yeah. Let's see. Bliss came out in 2019. That is on Amazon, The Cock, Pluto, Tubi, Plex. So
Plex. I watched a movie on Plex.
I watched a movie on Plex the other day too. It was a pain in the ass. Every ad was 3 minutes long.
Dude, right? I got real mad because Just Watch was like, "Oh, it's free." Doesn't say anything about ads.
Yeah, Plex is all ads.
I was so fucking mad because every ad got longer and longer.
Michelle and I have been watching Tubi. We watched one tonight on Tubi, and Tubi's great because sometimes you get 6, sometimes you get 1.
Yeah.
Plex is a fucking disaster.
Yeah, dude,
I forget what we watched on Plex.
I watched Possum.
That's been on my list forever, but I'm like, I don't know that I'm ready for the weirdness of this.
Dude, yeah.
The weird Halloween episode this ended up being.
I know. Well, it's that time of year.
I know. What the hell did we watch? Did we watch The Conference on Plex?
No, I think we watched it on Netflix.
That was on Netflix. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
That was really silly. Was You Are Not My Mother on Plex? No.
Yeah, Plex. Fuck Plex. That sucked. Every goddamn ad got longer and longer.
You know what was on Plex? The last horror film, Joe Spinell. Was on Plex, and it pissed me off.
Dude, it turned like an 80-minute movie into like a fucking
fucking sucked.
Hour 20 minutes of ads.
I was super heated about it.
Thank God.
Because Tubi does such a good job. Like, not a great job because they still cut in randomly.
Where the ads are coming, you know?
And
Plex, fuck Plex.
Like, we watched a movie on Tubi today, and all the ads were 1. And it's like 10 seconds. You're like, this is fucking cool.
Yeah.
So, Plex not here for it.
Fuck you, Plex.
Plex started as like a way to store your digital movies on it.
Yes.
Because I used to have the despecialized Star Wars films on there that you can then, like, you load it on your Plex account and you can access it from any TV.
Yeah.
But now they want to be a fucking streaming service like everybody fucking else.
Bullshit, man.
Get out of here. Speaking of that,
let's get out of here.
We're out of here.
Go watch a horror movie.
Yeah.
You're listening to the soon-to-be-named network, the Lamborghini of podcast networks.
Knock it off, nerds!